advantage for Spurs. It's to be foul! Oh, that's going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say! Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Yes, and welcome to the Football Heritage TV. Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. I'm joined by the legend that is Frank and the equally legend Haz. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Strange night for to have a football game tonight on a Friday night. Not very used to that, but yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, good, mate. Frank, you all right, mate? You all right, mate? Oh, he's too busy. We don't pay him enough. That's why he's not here. Big up to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Team news is out. We knew about certain things, right? We knew about certain things that were going to happen. I've got the team news up. Let's talk about Tottenham's Has. Let's have a little quick go before we get into. Savva will be joining us. He's just doing his late night fitness, which we love. We love all about it. Big up to Savva. He'll be here very, very shortly. But let's go through the team. In goal, we've got Vicario, Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, Van der Ven, Ben Davis, Yves Bissouma is back, Pape Matar, James Maddison, Dejan Kulusevski, Heung-min Son, and Richarlison, and a bench of Fraser Forster, Emerson Royal, Eric Dyer, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Oliver Skipp, a returning Rodrigo Bentancur, Giovanni Lo Celso, Brian Hill, and Brennan Johnson. Haz, let me know your thoughts on the. Let me know.
Well, the team is as expected, exactly the same as what it would have been on any normal match day, apart from the obvious one. Sorry, I'm having a mind fight here. Replacing on the left-hand side at Ogie is Emerson Royal. So yeah, that's the only change really. It's good to see Bentancur back on the bench. Hopefully he gets a few minutes under his belt tonight, and then we can sort of start integrating him into the team. Sorry, it was Davies. Yeah, you corrected me. Yeah. Davies on the left-hand side. I think obviously, look, Davies, does what he says on the tin. He's not going to give you anything special. He does get down every now and then, to the other end of the pitch. He can, play on the other side of the pitch as well. So yeah, it's as expected, but we'll see. I think we need to get the Crystal Palace starting 11 up as well, because I think they may have a couple of injuries. But apart from that, exactly the same.
But bang on, mate. Listen, I think you're absolutely spot on with that one. What I have got, I've also, because I've been I've worked quite hard on this one. We've got Crystal Palace's team. Do you have a little look? They've got Sam Johnston, Joel Ward, Mark Guehi, Joachim Anderson, Tyreek Mitchell, Jordan Ayew, Jefferson Lerma, Cheek Decore, Jeffrey Schlupp, Will Hughes, and Odsonne Edouard, and a bench of Matthews, Holding, Klein, Richards, Riedewald, Ahamanda, Raksaki, who I really like, Franca, and Mateta as their bench. Thoughts on that team, my friend?
I think last season we turned them over when they had a better team out, if I'm being honest with you. I think they had the likes of Eze in the team as well, amongst others. I think Zaha might have been in the team as well. So, they've got their two star players injured or whatever today, which is Eze and Elise. Both great influential players. They can change the game. But, they've got players in this team as well that can hurt you. Ayew, if he turns up sometimes, he can do bits. Up front they've got Odsonne Edouard, big, strong, can head the ball. So, we're going to have to still be, vigilant at the back. Van der Ven and Romero has been fantastic so far. So, I'm not too concerned at this point in time. But I think if we give away the chances that we gave against Fulham, maybe Crystal Palace might have that little bit extra up front to be able to turn those in Odsonne Edouard and Jeffrey Schlupp as well, who's also a big threat for them, or for us, should I say. Good evening, Kate.
Evening.
Kate. Evening. Welcome along. I can't disagree with that. I think you're spot on with that. Kate, I'm assuming you've seen the team. You've seen both teams that have come out. Let me know your thoughts.
Pretty much what I expected, to be fair. Didn't think he'd leave Basuma out. Play your best team at all times. Figured he'd put Ben Davies in there because it was the easiest thing to do. And glad to see that Eze and Elise are not playing.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, that exactly. Ishmael Turner. I think the reason why Ben Davies is playing because Doggy came off injured against Fulham. We hope it's not serious. It doesn't seem to be serious, but listen, it's one of those. If he's 50-50, it's not worth taking the risk. I think this is one of those games, and this is no disrespect to Crystal Palace, by the way. If you've got a player that's not 100% fit, you don't mind taking a knock here. You go, do you know what? You can rest here. Chelsea's a bigger game. For example, if a Doggy played today 50%, gets a bigger injury, and then he's out for 3 months, we'd all be sitting there going, why is the manager picked him, right? I think it goes in both ways. I think that's the bit. So, yeah, I think Ben Davies isn't going to offer the same energy that a Doggy's going to offer. But listen, the one thing Ben Davies is we can all criticise. I think he's not good enough at the moment at his football club, but he's a steady Eddie. He'll offer. He's been here long enough. A stalwart at this football club. And Richard Savva is back. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, yeah. What an afternoon. How are you?
All good. We're just sort of talking about the team, my friend. You've seen the team news. You've seen both of them. If you were sitting staring at, what are your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's there's no excuses. Your left back being out and your sub left back coming in isn't the difference between losing or winning against Crystal Palace, in my humble opinion. So for me, nothing. Let's be brutally honest. Nothing should change. Nothing should change. We should go there. We should win. No excuses. Look, law of averages. At some point, we're going to lose a game. I just don't think it's going to be tonight. And let's hope. Let's hope after everything nice I just said about Spurs on a football terrace. Let's hope that's the case. Interesting to see. Benson Core on the bench already. I thought it might be a bit too soon for him, but he's on there, and Basuma straight back in. So yeah, I don't think there's any surprises.
I think Bentancur being on the bench is a big shock for me. I didn't think he'd be bad, but I think what it does mean is I don't think he's fit to play a game yet. I don't think he's fit to start, but what it does, let's just say hypothetically, Spurs are 3-0 up with 15, 20 minutes to go. You bring him on to just get his legs in the game, like back and slowly. I think the greatest thing about it is with having the likes of Sarr and Basuma at the moment is you don't need to rush Bentancur back into playing 90 minutes, right? You can kind of treat Bentancur like an academy player right now. If you're 3-0 up, you go, do you know what? Here's 10, 15 minutes at the end of a game when the game's done and dusted to get your legs back in it.
I'm wondering if we're sort of in the lead, if he'd take Basuma off as well and try and, hold out and hope that he don't pick up another card. I mean, really, he should be disciplined enough to be able to not, but, things happen and missed time tackles, especially, at night if it's muddy, blah, blah, blah. But, if we go 2-0 up, I wonder if he'd take him off maybe. Put someone else in his place. I thought Brennan Johnson might be given a start tonight, but I hope he gets on there for a decent amount of minutes.
Kate, his first choice signing.
I know, exactly. And a big signing for the money.
Oh, sorry. No, hang on, sorry. Sorry, that was me, my fault. Just I can't seem to see everybody.
Why?
Hang on, let me remove that. There you go. I'll move the banner. It's right. Yeah, his first choice signing, that can't seem to play on the right wing in his favoured position or start above Richarlison.
Exactly.
Makes you wonder, wasn't it? Was it his first choice signing? Just
Yeah,
saying.
but
Just saying.
Savva, Ange isn't a yes man. Of course it was his first choice signing. If he said it's his first choice signing, then it is his first choice signing. Don't doubt Ange.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I think you've got a point there, and I think this is the key bit here: is how bad does Richarlison have to play from not to start a game of football? Right? I think that for me at the moment is, I think that's the critical bit, right? I think, listen, here's a game where I expect Richarlison to do something. If it's another game where he has a lackluster performance, like we've seen for the all season, really, I can't tell you one game where I've gone, he's been good today. He's been okay. As we mentioned on our show last night, when people talk about effort, that's a prerequisite in Premier League football. I expect every football player showing effort.
Don't we say this, guys and girls, hang on, sorry, let me move that picture of Frank. By the way, everyone, smash the like button. There's nearly 200 of you in here, only 57 likes. Smash that like button. Please, 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 give us your score predictions. Don't we say this every game, about Richarlison? Like, this is the game where he should be doing well, Fulham. This is the game where he should be scoring, Luton. This is the game, Sheffield United. Like, when's it going to be that game? You know, through on goal, graciously puts it into the bottom of the net without looking like it's his first ever game up front.
I don't think we're going to get that game, and I've accepted that what we've seen since last season is what we're going to get for the duration of his time at Tottenham Hotspur, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm not putting my hopes up that he's going to have a great game. You know, last week he got an assist. Oh, sorry, on Monday he got an assist for Sonny, which is good. But, you know, other than that, he's not doing much. And I've just accepted the fact that this Richarlison is the Richarlison that we are sort of stuck with. And there isn't going to be a game where he's suddenly going to become this great striker or the person that we pay £60 million for. That's not going to happen. So, you know, until someone else comes in and, you know, absolutely sets the world on fire, Richarlison's going to be the man. And I'm just fed up of Richarlison now, if I'm being honest with you. Fed up of discussing him. It is what it is with him. It is what it is. The manager's playing him week in, week out. He sees things completely different to how we see it, obviously, which is fair enough. He works with them every day. He's got a different outlook on, you know, how he should be playing. But yeah, in a nutshell for you, Savva, I think we're not going to see that game. We might see it every now and then where he sets up a goal or he gets a header here and there. But I'm not hoping for much.
Yeah, I mean, Kate, what difference do you think it's going to make Davis coming in for Udogie? I mean, I started off by saying it shouldn't really, should it? We can't, you know, when Palace are missing players like Eze and Elise, we can't sit here and go, oh, but Udogie's out injured. It's why we weren't. Should it be seamless?
I think they're just completely different players. Udogie likes to go forward and runs at people. I don't see Davis doing that, really. Yeah, I mean, Davis isn't Dyer. Let's put it that way. He's not as bad as Dyer, but he doesn't fill me with much confidence. No, that's true. He's not. He doesn't fill me with much confidence. I'm not always impressed with his passing. He's more of a negative player than Udogie. But I'm thinking if we win the battle in midfield, that should be enough, really. And I don't see that Palace. I mean, if we don't win this game, that's just a massive letdown, because looking at their team and our team, they really don't offer much at all. So I don't think Davis should really have that much of a part to play if the midfield and everyone does their jobs properly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, spot on. I mean, everyone in the Premier League is waiting for us to lose, aren't they? Every single fan of every other club is praying. Everyone's a Palace fan tonight other than Spurs, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, naturally, it's going to be like that, isn't it? You know,
Mm.
when you're at the top, you're the target, aren't you? Everyone's gunning for you. Everyone's aiming, you know, to bring you down. That's just how it works in every sport. But, you know, let's see what happens. You know, for me, it's not the end of the world if we lose tonight, if we draw tonight. You know, we need to expect that these kinds of things are going to happen. You know, obviously, I'm hoping for the win. You know, I'm very confident that we can get a good result tonight. But yeah, absolutely, everyone. I can't see no one hoping for a Tottenham win tonight. It just, you know, wouldn't work in anyone's favour, would it? If we won,
No.
but
Absolutely. Just
yeah.
quickly, I just want to address old Sagnick. So Savva looks like he can burst into tears at any moment. Savva's sitting here enjoying his dinner. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, do I look like I'm about to cry? Terry's chat humbled him. If by abusing and being rude you mean humbled, unfortunately, Sagnick, you're the sort of person in 2023 that doesn't understand what you and others do to people. Now, there are people a lot less strong-minded than I am that hurt themselves over this sort of online abuse. So when you want to do things like this, just have a little think, my friend. That's all I'll say. I've got a friend who killed themselves over abuse over the internet. And it was people like you that find it funny that people can come in and abuse me, abuse my parents, this, that, the other, my wife. If you think that's funny, then I hope you get hit by a car tonight, you absolute prick. Sorry, that's my one moan out the way. Haas, I'm sorry. I know you're going to tell me off. Back to Spurs. Sorry, I can't stand people that justify abuse. I just think it's awful. Look, the front three tonight, we know it's that front three. What does Brennan Johnson need to do, Haas, to get a chance here? Like, I understood when he was injured, but we were told he was back after the international break. It's now been, 10 days since they've all been back. He's not starting again. I'm starting to think, is this a signing that we really needed to make? If we've got other areas that we needed to strengthen and he's not playing.
Oh, look, only Ange would know that, obviously. But for me, the only thing that I can think of with Brennan Johnson is that he has been injured a couple of times. Whether that's affected his training and him integrating into this team to learn the philosophy, the way we play, that's the only thing that I can think of, is that Richarlison is at this point in time, believe it or not, more accustomed to the system and tactics that Ange is employing during each game. For me, we've had a massive outlay on Brennan Johnson, and for that, I think he should be getting minutes. He should be starting games. I think we all saw on Monday that we needed that pace up top. When we broke forward, Richarlison just doesn't have that pace. Yes, he can hold the ball up sometimes adequately, but for the way that we want to play, get away quickly, pass it around, get the ball up top as quick as we can, I think Brennan Johnson would be that person. He's got bags of pace. He can pass the ball. He can score sometimes. I definitely think it's a case of, can he do worse than Richarlison?
Right.
That's the way. I don't know what that was, but
sorry, that was Frank thinking someone's at the door. Sorry.
Oh, right, okay.
Crap out of me as well.
Yeah. So for me, like I said, it's a case of, can he be worse than Richarlison? Can he do worse than him? I don't think so at this point in time. And we've said it before. Sometimes when Richarlison's playing, it feels like we're playing with 10 men. So,
but people are telling me he's played well the last couple of games. I mean, are we mistaking playing well and working hard? Are we conflating the two things here?
I think people have settled for players working hard rather than producing an output in terms of goals and assists. Now, he did work hard on Monday. He ran up and down. I'm not going to deny that. And I think the icing on top of the cake for him was the fact that he got the assist for Richarlison's first goal, for Sonny's first goal. So that obviously elevated his performance up significantly from his last game before that. So obviously people are going to say, he had a great game, this, that, and the other. But look, let's not beat around the bush here. His first touch, his decision-making sometimes, it's just awful. And for me, he's very much the sort of player who's an every now and then player, which isn't good enough. You know, if you're going to be an every now and then player, you need to be on the bench to be producing those every now and then moments. For me, we need someone in his position that's going to be consistent enough in producing the type of performance that we want to see. We want to see goals. We want to see assists. We want to see, obviously, the pressing, the hard work. We want to see the whole lot, right? But we don't get it every game. So, yeah, I can understand why people would say, you know, he had a good game against the last game that we played. I'm having a mind fart tonight. Who was it we played on Monday?
Fulham. Are you all right, Haz?
Yeah, sorry.
It's like you're there, but you're not there.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, sometimes I get a bit forgetful. Sorry, everyone. That's
age.
Yeah, it is age, I think. You know what? Funny story. I saw a mate of mine yesterday who I've known for so long, and I forgot his name. That's how bad it is.
I forget Jim's name all the time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, babe. You can't get in trouble that way.
Yeah, exactly. But no, look, to put it in a nutshell, I don't want to sort of hog up everyone's time, but yeah, for me, when he does put in a good performance, obviously people are going to start talking about him in a different light. People are going to start saying, you know, he's getting better, this, that, and the other. But the key is inconsistency. I'd like to see him produce Monday's performance, you know, more regularly. You know, try and do it every 4 out of 5 games, perhaps. He's just not doing that for me.
Yeah, and I mean, look, hey, I'm moving away from Richarlison. Brian Hill doesn't get any minutes. Brennan Johnson doesn't seem to be getting on. I think we're seeing that Ange thinks exactly the same as us, right? That this 11, this is what we've got. This 11. No one else is even being rotated in for any minutes at all, are they?
No, I mean, he could be sort of going, well, you know, it's a winning formula. Let's just stick to it. I mean, there is that. But we're never going to know what they can do until we see them. And when it comes to December, when there's 7 games, or we're going to need to see them. You can't just play the same team every game. It's too much. Then, of course, when you get January and you've got them going away to the African Cup of Nations and the Asian Cup, we're going to need to see them. So, you know, I just thought this was a perfect game to maybe give these guys some minutes. I'm not disrespecting Palace. It's not, you know, a walkover going to Selhurst Park, but I still thought it would be a good opportunity. But we'll see. I mean, what subs he makes in the game, I want him to get a decent amount of minutes, not just come on for 10, 15 minutes. So, but we'll see.
Are we guaranteeing that the first subs are going to be Royale, Skip and Højbjerg, though? Like it feels like that's his go-to 3 subs in all of the games, doesn't it?
It seems that way.
Yeah. But look, I mean, all said and done, I know you said, you know, even if we lose tonight, it's not a meltdown, and you know, it's not a meltdown, but we shouldn't be losing. I mean, if we look at Crystal Palace, you know, when you've got a screen up and then it just suddenly buggers off. Where is it? It's the 27th, isn't it? Yeah. So right. So if we look at Crystal Palace in their last 5 Premier League games, okay, they didn't score against Newcastle. They didn't score against Forest. They got 1 against Man United. They didn't score against Fulham, and they got 1 against Villa. So they've managed 2 goals in 5 games. Have they got anything to hurt us, Haz? Have they really?
Look, I think we've got more to hurt them with the team that we have at the moment. Let's not forget we've got the midfield trio back again, who have been successful in the previous games. But as with any team in the Premier League, you know, it doesn't matter who they put out. It's a Premier League side, Crystal Palace away, a London derby. You know, anything can happen. For me, the thing is, there's a lot of pressure on Crystal Palace at the moment. The performances haven't been good. They've barely scored any goals. And it's that classic combination, isn't it? It's that classic recipe for disaster where it's Spurs coming in against a team very low on confidence, low on goals, and we're coming in with confidence. Everyone, you know, full of confidence that we'll get the win tonight. And it's
what you're saying is a 1-0 Palace smash and grab. Is that where this is leading?
You know, there's something different about us this season. Obviously, the attitude and the players coming together. There's a very sort of togetherness about the team this season. But one can't help but think sometimes that, I don't want to say that Spursy word, but dare I say it, we do tend to have those moments with, it's happened with every single manager we have had before Postecoglou. So this is what I'm saying. Like, these are the moments where Tottenham really need to shine. These moments where, we can go 5 points clear, win this one and this happens. These are the times where we need to shine and say, actually, when it matters, we can get the result. When it matters, we can put the team, these teams to the sword. Doesn't matter what form they're in. So for me, if you're looking at it if you're looking at it on paper between the two teams, it's night and day on paper.
Yeah.
But it's a game of
it's a game. Right?
Yeah, it's a small pitch.
Small pitch.
As well as performance and ability, you would know as well, Savva, it's a game of confidence as well. It's a game of, are the players up for it? Tonight, Palace, they'll want to put things right tonight. This is what I'm saying. They're at home. Their fans are really good at Palace. I don't know if you've ever been to Palace.
Yeah,
their fans are always really good. Come rain, shine, sunshine, or whatever. They always sing their heart out, and it's going to be a really tough game tonight. It's going to be like a Monday night, under the floodlights, but on a Friday. So I'm not expecting an easy game tonight. They're not going to make it easy for us, and they're going to want to put things right tonight in front of their own fans. It's up to us as the team sitting at the top to say, right, you're playing us, we're top, come and have a go if you want, but we're going to absolutely wipe the floor with you. That's the kind of mentality we need to have.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, Kate, it's an interesting one, right? And this is a good point, right? Going to look at the double-edged swords here. So I agree with this. When he said we only have one game a week, it's December that we'll start seeing the changes come through. But I was speaking to a friend yesterday who he actually still works for Charlton, coaching. And he said, look, the one worry you've got when this sort of thing happens, it's the same as when players don't play, then they come in for one game and we expect them to be brilliant immediately, is that the players, they don't have match fitness. They've trained, and there's a huge difference between training and match fitness. That's my worry, is that we'll get through with this 11 and then we get to December and go, right, go on, 3 or 4 of you go in at once. And everyone will be like, oh, hang on. It's all right putting in Davis on his own as one player. When you have to start mixing 3 or 4 that haven't got the legs in their minutes, it's a double-edged sword. Because I'm not saying you don't play your best 11, but that's the difficulty of not being in more competitions, isn't it? And only playing once a week.
That's what I was basically saying. I mean, we've got to have them prepared and ready for when we really need them in December. And no Fanta, I'm drinking. For when we, so it's thrown me now. I'm doing a has. For when we really need them in December and January, when we're short of players and when we've got that many games. You can't just chuck them in and expect them to perform. They've got to have some game time. But I thought they'd get it at Fulham and they didn't. Will they get it tonight? I don't know. We've got this. This is our last game in October, and then you're into November, which okay, we've got an international break in there as well. Before you know it, December's going to be here. So we're running out of games to give these players time, and that's what's most concerning to me. We have no idea how Hill or any of these ones are going to fit into the system, and if they're up to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if we kind of carry on that thing, look, again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, by the way. It's just a discussion point, all right? I'm not for it or against it. That is the difficulty. When we get to see Reliance and Brennan Johnson, etc., we always see them when they're with each other. Like, we don't see Reliance with Maddison and Son. When he's got the 2 top players to really create and vibe off. We see it when he's with Kulu and Brennan Johnson, rather than the first team. It's a difficult one, isn't it? One game a week, it has its positives, but there are negatives and drawbacks to not being in the League Cup and to not being in Europe.
Yeah, look, everyone knows it's different on the training pitch. You could be a world beater on the training pitch, but it's all about putting it together and then implementing it into actual games, you know, the first team games. Like you said, it's good in a way, but it's a hindrance in another way. You know, we're getting the first team every week, you know, playing together, you know, they all know each other inside out, they all know their game, but it's not really creating the opportunities for the fringe players, for the young players that want to get into that team yet, admittedly. But hopefully that will change once we, you know, if we can start playing them in the cup games, you know, albeit that's not very many games either. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think it's important at this stage, though, if we are winning games, you know, last 20 minutes, that these players are getting minutes under their belts. But also, you want them to get the minutes under their belts playing with most of or majority of the 11 that's playing week in, week out, you know, and that's a difficult thing. I mean, had we had European football, it might be a different story. I don't know, but, you know, I don't know how Angel will or wants to set up his team if we ever get into Europe again. But for me, I just think we need to start introducing these players, you know, scenario being if we're 2-0 up, 60 minutes gone, 70 minutes gone, get them on there. Keep the likes of like Villiers, right? Keep the likes of Maddison, Bissouma, Sarr, and maybe just try a different front three. You know, play Brennan, Johnson, Villiers, and Brian Hill together, and operate exactly the same way you would as the other three. So for me, it's absolutely important because I honestly think it's the intensity and the way they play in training is night and day. And again, you would know that, Savva. You know, you've coached yourself. You know what it's like.
Yeah, do you know what? It's funny when I worked in football, it was interesting because you'd watch a game. That cat is that cat trying to commit suicide? What's
No,
he trying to do?
I think she's trying to get attention. Actually, what's she doing?
Actually, just quickly before I continue that point, Haas, I just want to say big ups Julian Hunt, who has said to Kate, "Listen, Savva, to the lady on your stream, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever called you, isn't it,
It
Kate?
is.
The lady." Said, I would like to apologise to her for the utter stupidity she had to endure on Terry's stream the other day from Spurs fans. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. But
thank you.
Listen, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
From being at the training ground and seeing pro players play, you're right. You know, the coach goes, come on, I want to treat this next 30-minute game like it's a real game scenario. It never is. It's never got the intensity. The tackles aren't flying in. There's laughing, there's joking. So it is really, really, really different. But look, hey, it doesn't matter. None of this matters, right? If we win tonight, we go 5 points clear. But I want to talk about the whole 5 points clear thing. Kate, before your cat does jump out that window, hopefully you're on the ground floor. You're on the ground floor?
No, we're not. No.
No, okay, right, all right. Shut the window. Guys and girls, I've just put the link in the chat to subscribe to the channel. If everyone would be so kind right now, if you haven't already, that would be absolutely brilliant. Please smash the subscribe button. Please smash the like button as well. We should be on 150 to 175 likes now. So please, please, please do smash the likes and subscribe.
Okay.
And it's pinned in the chat. The Mad Hatter has said, big up Savva for calling Hassan out on his agenda v Haaland and City. Appreciate you hitting me with objectivity. Do you know what I'll tell you what I can't stand? Forget Hassan. Hassan's a nice guy off stage and all that. Forget that. What I can't understand is in this world now, how a team that keeps winning everything like Man City and a player that keeps scoring at the I've never seen, other than Ronaldo and Messi, ever a guy score at the rate that Haaland scores, and people want to find negatives game in, game out for what he doesn't do. This is going to go down as one of the greatest goal scorers this world has ever seen. And every time I'm on a stream, people are talking as though he's Richarlison.
Because they would all kill to have him in their team. That's the fact of it. That's what it is. Hassan would be absolutely creaming himself if he played for Liverpool.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even just Hassan, is it? I mean, I'm seeing so many people like the new phrase. This is forget Haaland. All footballers, Kate, right? Is other than score goals, they don't do a lot.
No, that's their bloody job. Do you know what I mean?
They're paid to do.
Exactly.
There's a dog on the TV. 1 second. Kate, go on.
What I will say is, what I was going to say is, I'm disappointed to not see Phillips on the bench. Do you know what I mean? He's got Dyer on there again and no Phillips. What is that about? He was on the other day. It was hoping he might get a game or get some minutes. I've just checked the bench. No Phillips. Dyer's sat there proudly under Benson Kerr, but no Phillips. You know, what is going on?
Yeah, I mean, Haas, what do you make of that? I mean, I'm hoping, not in a negative way, I'm hoping it means that that Phillips is injured, because otherwise we're back to where we were. Like, we're back to Eric Dyer being our next centre half.
I think the way I'm looking at it from a different point of view, we've got Davies on the pitch, who, you know, again, I don't rate highly, but I think the logical thing for me is to push Davies in that centre-back position if there is an injury or a suspension or whatever to the regular back two tonight, rather than bring Dyer on. And then you can possibly get Emerson on there on the left. He has played there on the left-back position before. It's an inverted role, so he's probably going to push into midfield anyway most of the time. But one would think that he'd rather use Davies, push him into that centre-back position rather than bring Dyer on. In terms of Phillips, possibly an injury. He was on last week, I believe, on the bench. But, you know, it could be a number of things. You know, these players have other games that they play as well in other leagues. I think they've got like under 21s league as well or something, or reserves. So, you know, anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. We're just not privy to it. But let's just hope he's all right if he is injured. Let's just hope he's not injured. But one would think that we wouldn't have to utilise Dyer in this game, and that he would push Davies into the centre-back position over him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Look, we'll see. At the moment, I think everything is good until we get injuries. At the moment, everything is good, right? We're all happy. Everyone's happy as Larry. The moment I have to start seeing Skippy start and Sessegnon and Dyer, that's when I will really, really worry. But listen, I'm not worried about tonight's game. I think we should win. I'm going with a 2-0. I'm positive about that. Talking about positivity, please can we smash the like button, people? Come on, there are some YouTubers that won't even start their show until they get likes. So can we smash that like button? We should have nearly 200, and we're languishing down on 127. Smash that like button, people. Go on, Has. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, sorry. I was just going to say, Ash Padmaraj made a comment saying that under 21 has an important game. He's playing there right now, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Ash, can you confirm to us if he's in that? I mean, you seem to know, but can you confirm who they're playing? Or
yeah, he's currently playing in the under 21 match. I saw someone else has put that as well. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought they might have other obligations as well. So that's the case then, if that is.
Yeah. And just quickly, I just want to say this myth here, like he gets 8 chances to score 2 in this City team. But can you show me any striker throughout the history of football that scores every chance they get? I mean, do you remember? Look, I was going to say, do you remember? Of course you two do. I remember when Andy Cole used to get 30 goals a season, and people used to go,
remember him.
But he needs 5 chances to score. Well, what do you want? You think he's going to get 5 goals a game? What do we think he's going to get 5 goals a game for 38 games a season? Like,
what world do strikers have 100% hit rate every game? You don't, do you? Let's be honest. You create chance after chance, and it's a matter of finishing off a couple of those chances every game. He's never going to have 100% hit rate. Let's be honest. They don't play in those sorts of teams. But look, in terms of Haaland, right? I think he's set the bar so high in his first season, where he scored so many goals that now everyone's sort of looking at it and thinking, well, you're not scoring every single game now, so what's going on? Because let's not forget, he got a couple of hat tricks in those 10 goals that he scored as well. That's just in 2 games, right? He hasn't scored in a few games this season, but that's not to say that he hasn't sort of, affected the game in any other way, shape, or form. You know, he's not a bad player, but I think he's just sort of set the standard so high, set the bar so high that expectation levels have sort of hit the roof. They're expecting Haaland to be getting like 45 goals a season now. You know, he's this some sort of god that plays in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think what people have got to remember as well, you know, Erling Haaland's only just turned 23. Like, we're talking about a bloke. I always use this comparison. At 23, what had Harry Kane done? Right? At 23, Harry Kane wasn't the world-class striker he is today. At 23, Harry Kane wasn't the playmaker he is today. But yet, we've got a guy that's come straight over to... Look, he started in men's football at 16 or 15 or whatever it is. He's gone from Mulder through to Salzburg, through to Dortmund, through to City. Every time he meets that challenge, every time he scores more and more and more goals. Everyone doubted he would get 15, 20 goals last season. The guy got about 56 in all competitions. But anyway, talking of goals, can we start seeing some goals tonight, do you think, from other people? It's very much the Maddison and Son show at the moment. I know Van der Ven popped up against Luton, but if I'm right, I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. Doesn't happen a lot, guys, but I have been wrong. If we look, so against Fulham, it was Son and Maddison. Against Liverpool, it was Son and an own goal. Against Arsenal, it was a Son brace. You know, it's starting to become very much just those two. In the last 4 games, the only person that scored other than them is Mickey Van der Ven. We've got to start chipping in, haven't we, from all round?
Yeah, I think, you know, if we are now sort of putting all the pressure on 2 players, I think it can, you know, it could be a recipe for disaster for me, or it could spell danger, because now we're sort of having to rely on 2 players to get the goals. Richarlison's not firing. Kulusevski, yes, he scored a couple of goals this season, but we have to find goals elsewhere as well. Everyone needs to chip in. We saw when Harry Kane was at the club, everyone relied on Harry Kane's goals, and then Son would chip in with a few more. We was very reliant on those 2, very much so. For me, the way the team's set up, the way the manager wants to play, the goals have to come through, you know, that front 3. And, you know, sometimes the 3 in the middle need to chip in as well. But for me, I don't want the team to have to rely on 2 players to get the goals every time, because inevitably there's going to come a time when one of those or 2 of those players are injured or suspended or not having a great game. You know, players need to pull their sleeves up and you know, take the ball by the horns, you know, at some point and try and perform to that sort of standard. So yeah, for me, it's all well and good if they're playing and they're getting the goals week in, week out, but things change in football. Things change in an instant in football, and we need to know that Richarlison or Kulusevski or whoever it is can come in and they can do a job. You know, so far I haven't seen that.
Yeah, by the way, Jim just giving a little bit of stick, saying that Kate remembers Bobby Moore. I don't think she's that old. What are you, 62?
Yeah, well, you're not far behind. You're 50 next week, isn't it, Seth? 50
I'm something next week. I don't think it's quite 50. I'm not as old as you 2. I've picked 2 older people on the panel here. Look, I mean, all of it, we can talk until the cows come home. We do. It's what football fans do, whether it's in the pub, on YouTube, whatever. When all is said and done, we just got to go out there and get the job done tonight. Tell me what you're hoping for, guys. I'm hoping for a nice, comfortable 2-3-0 professional. I'm not saying it will be easy, but I think that's what we should be getting out of tonight's game. Kate, what do you see? Do you see in any way that Palace score? Are you going for Tottenham to win 2-0?
I am. I'm going for 2-1, actually. I've just got a feeling we're going to let in a scrappy goal. It should be a comfortable 2-0, 3-0, but I just don't see it because, you know, Spurs like making us sweat. And I don't think we've been that convincing at all so far this season. So I'm still think we'll win. I think we've got enough and we'll win, but I do think it will be a tight affair. Probably get us sweating for a little bit. I wouldn't even be surprised if they went 1-0 up early on and then we come back. But I think I've got a funny feeling. This is one of my little funny feelings that I get, that Palace will have someone sent off tonight. I don't know why, but it's in my brain, so I can't get it out of my brain. So last time I said it, it happened at Liverpool, so it might be true. Who knows?
Well, let me move on to Haas, who's not going to pretend to be a psychic medium and trying to get Mystic Meg's job in the Sun newspaper. Haas, Kate thinks Palace are going to score and it's going to be very, very tight. What are you going with?
You know what? I always think there's a chance that you could score against Tottenham Hotspur. We've shown that with the chances that the opportunities that we've presented to every team that we've played this season. And I'll always add a 1 to the opposition scoreline. So look, I'm going to go with convincing 3-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. I'm confident we can get the job done. I just don't see where the creativity is going to come for Chelsea for Crystal Palace tonight. I just can't see it. And I think the pressure that will apply to Crystal Palace, and also the fact that Postecoglou was not happy after that game against Fulham. He visibly was not happy, said it himself. You know, the second half, the players let themselves down. He's going to want those players to go out tonight and put on an absolute performance. So I'm going to say 3-1.
Yeah, and just before I come to Perchy, Daryl Denton, I mean, if we played this game, if we played the Kulu Bingo, do a shot. I mean, obviously, for those that drink, do a shot every time Kulu cuts in and passes it 5 yards. We'll have a very drunk Jackie on stage later on, won't we, Jackie?
Don't.
Spice
Oh,
rum.
don't.
Love it.
I don't
drink,
but I've got it in my room.
Let me see if I can show you my whiskey collection. Hang on. Can you see this? Hang on. Does this twist that much? Hang on. You see the whiskies?
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then up there, you've got some vodkas and spice rums and the wine
I can see the Johnny Walkers up there. Have you got
mate.
Have you got the red label?
Sorry,
There
what?
you go.
Sorry, what am I, a chav? Red label?
Sorry, no, sorry, not red label. Is it the blue label? That's the
Blue label, yeah, it's the middle one.
Black, isn't it?
Huh?
Black label. What about that?
Black's
That's
good, but blue
Carlin's
is
black
better.
label.
Well, you got
You know, this is
Purchase got some.
this is some very high quality Spanish vermouth.
Don't lie. That's a bit of sangria, isn't it?
Who are you, Del boy?
No, this is good stuff. I haven't opened it yet. I'm not drinking tonight. Screw that. I can't. If I took a shot every time Kulusevski cut back, that bottle would be empty and I'd be absolutely wasted by the end of the show. You will not be genuinely.
Should we give it a go?
No.
I mean, you guys crack on. I'll tell you how many days dry I am today. Oh, there you go. I'll show you that. You see that?
Can't make it out, but hold on.
79, is it?
75.
75.
Well done, Savva, mate. Well done.
75 days dry.
I'd like to address something in the chat. Sleepy Druid, I'm doing absolutely fine in Football Manager. I'm in the Championship doing absolutely fine.
No,
So we can go on about it. I just want to nip that in the bud. When everyone goes, "Oh, you're still rubbish." No. I'm doing absolutely fine.
To be fair, Perchy, he's one season in front of me, but he's in the Championship, and I am absolutely shocking in League One. I bottled the plough phrase. Yeah. Moving on, because no one should be playing games at my age. So moving on.
He probably quit earlier. It was so funny.
Perchy messages me like every now and then. He's like if there's a stream set up for like 4 hours time, I go, do you want to quickly go backstage and talk Football Manager? And we're like,
oh my God.
Then I ain't got a job. Let's do it.
How dare you criticise Ben and Hasbro going to Comic Con when you sit backstage and talk about Football Manager?
That's tragic, though. Let's be honest. Comic Con.
Perchy,
yes.
we didn't get a score prediction. And before I get yours, everybody right now, there's over 200 of you. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you. We've had 5 subscribers so far tonight. So if we get another 4 or 5, that'd be
Come
excellent.
on.
Let me know your scores right now. If you put in 4-1 or 3-1 or 2-1, I will just assume you mean Spurs. So please, if it's Palace, let me know if you think it's Palace, right? So that would be great. Pass has gone to grab a drink. He's gone to get a bottle and some shot glasses so that he can play the Kulu game. Give me a. Oh my God, that is just. Oh my God, Sam Finch. What is?
Wow.
None
Wow.
of that. Right, Perchy. Give me your score predictions whilst I click on some of the others.
Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2. 2 goals by James Maddison, and one of them is going to be a free kick.
It would be lovely to see a free kick, wouldn't it? It would be nice to see.
I feel like
free
it's
kick.
Coming. That's what I said. That's what I said over on Dave's little phone-in thing that I said to him. That's it. So if it happens, by the way, and you haven't put money on it, shame on you.
Yeah, because you've got a really good record on accumulators and football bets, Perch. We all follow you.
Okay, sorry, Kate. No one asked your opinion there. Wait for Savva to ask you for your score. That's what I'm saying.
Perch has had a brave pill.
Oh, I am. I'm getting a little bit brave.
Kate, could you please stop giving opinions? Right. Shall I put a little bet on?
Oh, go on then.
I've got £20 left in the kitty. What I don't know what's worth it. I mean, you can't even do. I mean, I suppose I could do an. I don't like putting Spurs in Ackers because they've hurt me so many times down the years. You know, when you think, oh, that's a guaranteed win. Spurs tend to mess up. Yeah, deposit. Oh no. Oh, I've done it. Okay, I see. Okay, right. What are we going for?
Jeffrey Schlupp has scored in his last 2 Premier League appearances against Spurs. Did you know that?
Wow.
Sorry, Mystic Meg. Do you what you saying?
Well, that's not Mystic Meg, that's factual, Savva. And you like dealing in facts, and that is factual. He has scored in each of his last 2 Premier League games against Spurs.
That touched the nerve, didn't it, Kate? That one did.
Well, you know, he's on the football terrace going, I'm talking in facts. And then he don't want to listen to the facts.
Jesus, how many times are you going to say facts?
Not as many times as you. But if you don't back the flip, that's your fault. Because I'm just saying that is a fact.
Stop saying facts. It's killing me. It's killing me.
I've done a penalty and a sending off. That's my bet. That's what I've done.
Ooh.
Good God.
Hey, me and Kate. Hey, it's me.
There you go.
In the end, mate.
There you go. 1 second. 1 second. I'm not going
look, someone's put, what is this pick on Kate night? Thank you, Dan Skyline. 1372.
So
we know no one picks on Kate. Kate bullies us all, really.
Bissouma missing the next game, then I suppose, yeah.
Oh yeah, Bissouma booking is an absolute banker, right? I think we should do Bissouma booking bingo. Well, no, sweepstake. Give me everyone throw the minute down that he gets booked.
Who, Bissouma?
Everyone in the chat as well. Everyone in the chat, give me your minute that Bissouma gets booked. Because it's happening today, by the way. I'm going
34.
Oh, I was going to say 32. The 32nd minute.
That's what I was going to say. See, I am sorry.
It's because we're so synced up, Kate. That's why.
Yeah. Mystic Kate.
Yeah, that's
Steve's on the 3rd minute. Steve's on the 3rd minute. 23rd minute. 54th, 42nd minute. Go on then. He's getting booked, Teddy. Let's be honest. He's going to miss the Chelsea game.
Eek.
Well, I've done a 4-team ACCA.
Go on. Who have you gone with?
I've gone with Girona.
Yeah.
Genoa.
Yep.
Nice and Tottenham Hotspur.
I've never heard of the last one. The last one.
Hey.
Yeah. They're a good team in North London.
And just if anyone wanted if anyone wants updates, England women's 1, Belgium women's 0. Laura Hemp has scored. So if anyone's interested England women's team, just to keep you up to date with that game.
Actually, keeping us abreast of all of the action.
And everyone likes to be abreast, don't they?
Hey.
So it's nearly kickoff, people. If you haven't smashed the like, please do. Stick with us. We'll have some fun throughout. Well, as long as Spurs don't let us down. It's been a long time since Spurs have been Spursy, and I don't think it's coming back tonight. Daniel said, how many people are going to find an excuse to say Richie is somehow good tonight after he misses 2 sitters before he does some running?
Yep.
Tottenham 21s are 2-1 up against Sunderland at half time. Just so everyone knows.
Sunderland's a massive club.
And Ashley Phillips is playing. So,
that's why he's not in this team, right?
Yeah. Stewie!
Right, Stewie.
What treat! What treats! Oh, look at his face. He's so gorgeous. What treat!
Can you see his grey-haired chin now?
Yeah, looks like you.
Way.
Yeah, you let your own dog lick you, don't you? But no one else's dog. Do you know what I mean? It's
Is
sort
your
of like,
dog a licker then? Does he like to lick?
Kate, what are pugs like for licking?
Oh my God. They just lick you all day long.
All day.
My Frenchie's not like that. Jackson's not like that. He's never been like that, ever.
Yeah, Frenchies and pugs are different breeds, mate.
Yeah, I know, but no, Savva mugging me off, right?
My Doberman would never lick, no matter what. She just would not ever do it. Even if you had something on your fingers.
Lick all the time.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, pugs do. And they get in they like try and get under you, like everywhere.
Right. We're about to kick off. We're off. And it's 1-0. No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
He's a funny guy.
Richie's given the ball away with his first touch. Good old Richarlison. It'd be interesting to see whether or not they kind of naturally fall back into this low block that we've been talking about. Before you answer that, Q7, big up my man. Sorry, I've only just seen this. Said, evening all. I was praying Stel was right with his Richarlison theory. But as I thought, here he is again. Ange putting Richie's feelings over his quality. Oh, interesting. Yeah, look, we won't. We'll readdress this when Richarlison's rolling in his hat trick. 1 header, 1 right foot, 1 left foot. Remember, back in the school playground, it's like, I scored a perfect hat trick. But Crystal Palace pressing us high at the moment. I mean, I wonder how many goals, if you added over the last 5 seasons, that Palace front three has scored between them.
Oh, mad, isn't it?
More than Richarlison.
Kate, you've scored more goals than Richarlison.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Like Richarlison.
Yeah. He's not a very good player. End of conversation. Yeah, so I'm about 25 seconds behind, which is always fun.
Spanish TV, mate.
No, don't blame the Spanish. Don't blame the Spanish.
Big up to everybody in the chat, by the way. Big up to absolutely everybody. Perchy, I'm going to send you a private message.
Okay. Yeah, we do that. We do that, though, which is fun.
Oh, friend. I'm going to send you a private message, friend.
Oh, I'm Kate. Oh. I ain't got
you
nothing.
wish you were.
I haven't got.
Hey, you're quite jealous, aren't you? Like, you're just a little bit jealous.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm
going to send Haz a private message, so there. Haz, I don't know what to say. What can I send you? Another picture of that cake.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, dear. You've got to laugh.
You have to laugh, don't you? Laugh, laugh, laugh. Yeah, nothing really happened so far. Papa Sarr with a burst of energy. He's whipped it across and easily away by Crystal Palace. I get the feeling that this game will slowly but surely settle into us having a lot of the ball, but at the moment, not not a lot has happened in the first 3 minutes. Did you get my message, Perchy?
I did.
You sent it in a group message, by the way. We all got it.
No, they didn't. I'm not that silly. Savva sending toe pics. Oh no, Perchy gets full on dick pics. He doesn't need my toes. Yeah, it's a small, tight ground here, isn't it? With a kind of annoying crowd. They're right on top of you.
Look at that cake. Look, I mean, that's a work of art. That's not even a cake. It's just a beautiful, big, fat chocolate lump of beautiness. Oh, and it tasted amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for sending that through.
It's all right. Thought it might cheer you up. It's kind of like Bullseye when they say this is what you could have won. It's like this is what you could be eating if you weren't on a diet.
Yeah. Perchy, I'll message you after the show about it.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. Easy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right, not a lot has happened here. 4 minutes and 14 seconds gone. Nothing's really happened. Spurs settling into a kind of slow, methodical, playing it across the back type of game. But going to be interesting. Palace, you get the feeling, will be well drilled. I was surprised they let in 4 at Newcastle, if I'm honest. I thought they defended really well in the league up until then. They'd had a better defensive record than us until that game.
Crystal Palace's shape seems to be all right at the moment. They're trying to keep it tight. You can see that in their shape. You know, 2 solid banks of 4, and then you've got the 2 pressing up top. But for me, Richarlison's given the ball away twice now when he's had the opportunity to run with it.
Yeah, it's I think the thing with him is lots of people that his work rate really does mask over what he actually does as a footballer. Do you know what I mean? And then every now and then,
does it still count if you lose the ball and then you work to get it back?
well,
You shouldn't have to.
Hang on, Palace are through it. They're through it. I don't think he's got any legs. He's not got the legs to go past Van der Ven, but that was worrying. And here's Jordan Ayew, who's had a shot, and Vicario saved it low down at his near post. That was really sloppy from Spurs. The first chance of the game goes to Palace. Romero clears it. Son's gone down asking for a free kick. The referee's telling him to get back up. That was really sloppy, wasn't it, guys?
Wow, Van der Ven absolutely put the afterburners on.
Yeah, Will Hughes just didn't have the pace for him. But
no,
yeah, the problem is you can't give players the opportunity like that. Can't.
Look at that. I mean, that's where you thank your lucky stars that Van der Ven's quick, and that Will Hughes is slow. Yeah, you'd expect Vicario to make that save, right? You'd expect that save down at the near post. But a warning sign, warning shot straight away.
Big warning sign, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I did say we always give teams opportunities. Every team that we've played this season, we've given them opportunities, and we've given them at least one clear-cut opportunity every game that we've played.
Oh, and a good save. Great. Another good save from Vicario. That's 2 very, very good chances inside 6 minutes. Even Frank got excited at that. Edouard, I think it was Edouard, took the ball down in the box, volleyed it, and Vicario with another save. Not a good start at all.
Yeah, it's a very good save, but the ball to get it to Edouard, it was Edouard with the shot. The ball there's no defending. No one's gone, do you know what? I'm gonna mark my man. It's all weird. You can't allow players to have a shot on the edge of the box like that. Good save. Again, it's another one I would say the keeper's probably got to make, but you can't keep allowing your goalkeeper to bail you out all the time.
No one attacked that ball when it was coming in. No one.
Exactly.
And it was almost too late. It's almost like they were asleep at the back there.
But one of the 2 centre halves has got to organise that.
Agreed.
One of the centre halves has got to be the leader in that situation and sort that out. Spurs, 8 minutes gone. We haven't done anything of note here at all. This has been a slow, ponderous. Would that be a describing word? Papa Sarr gets caught on the ball. This has been ponderous.
Yeah, I think so. We've been reactionary, not react. We've not been proactive. We've just been reactive to everything that Crystal Palace has done so far.
Yeah, and Vicario's got the best save ratio in the Premier League and the most clean sheets with 4. But listen, the Spurs defence is doing their best to test him on that front. We need to... I don't think Andrew will be happy with this.
I'm not.
So here's James Maddison down the left-hand side. He pulls it back. And he pulled it back to no one. He pulled it back. It wasn't the best of balls. It was the ball down the line from Van der Ven. Richarlison just played the little flick. Nice ball into Maddison. Maddison pulled it back. And I believe it was, I want to say that's Decore tracking back there, the number 8. Big, powerful.
Yeah.
Is that Decore? Oh, it wasn't number 8. Sorry. It might have been Edouard. So a semi-decent chance there.
It was a good first-time pass from Richarlison, to be fair, into Maddison.
And Will Hughes has fouled Van der Ven. He's gone in late there. I think it's just a foul, but Van der Ven has stayed down with a grimace on his face. Let's see how serious it is. Oh, he just caught him on the back of his boot. I don't think he meant to do it, but... it's one of those painful ones. You know, when someone gets the back of your the back of your ankle, what's that thing called? The Achilles.
Achilles, yeah.
Achilles,
The Achilles, yeah. But Van der Ven's up. That looked painful. It's the sort of thing, if it happens to me or you, we're out for 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, boss, I can't come into work, that sort of thing. But he's a pro footballer, so he just
speak for yourself. You've probably got biscuit legs.
Wow. Speak for yourself.
The absolute
I'll be straight back up, mate. I'll be straight back up.
Of course you would be.
Jesus Christ. So negative about what? What have we...
Wait,
sorry.
No, the negatives
what has
come
happened
out.
that's negative?
Well, you've got to give false commentary and say, oh my God, Tottenham all over him. Attack after attack.
Sorry, yeah. Tottenham haven't had to deal with 2 chances. Sorry, Leon. What are we... Hopefully, I think he's being facetious. I think he's just messing about. But big up for the super chat anyway, Leon. Thank you. And if we are going to win 3-0, we need to pick up the tempo here. It's almost like we're playing. This is the thing. I'm going to say this. Ange ball. At the moment, this is very counter-attack. At the moment. This isn't Ange ball. This isn't possession-based football, is it?
No.
No, not at the moment. We need to pick it up a bit.
But we do this sometimes when we start. We revert back to the sort of Conte ball type play, and then we kind of click in. So, you know, we'll see. Early days.
Yep. It's always going to be tougher as well. It's a smaller pitch. I know, Leon. And when I realised who you were, when I realised who you were, right, if you go out, you're staying out. Sorry, not you lot.
Yeah, I hope he ain't talking to his wife.
I was just, yeah.
I'd get a black eye if I spoke to the other half like that. Palace are away again here. Jordan Ayew has beat Ben Davies. He's whipped it in, and Vicario's come out and claimed that very, very well. Again, they're getting in down the channels. Yeah.
Which?
Angus McDowell is here. Here he is.
Oh,
Again.
I love Angus. Big up Angus. How are you doing, my friend?
I call him one in.
Absolutely love.
I call him one in, Perchy, as in like 1 in 10. He's right. Like he honestly.
Oh
this
yeah,
guy
yeah,
cracked me up so much.
I love it. He's gone for an Edouard double. Oh, listen. Oh, are you going to admit you're wrong later?
Tell you what, I'm going to have to put the heating on. And then when she gets in, she'll go, oh, you should have put a jumper on. I'm like, jumpers don't stop you getting cold all throughout your body. Let's have a boost. I'll have a boost on the thingy for an hour. Just a cheeky little hour's boost. There we go. Sorry, you lot didn't need to know that. Captain Cockerell, wouldn't you? If I was targeting Spurs, it would definitely be Ben Davis's era. Hang on. Now someone's at my front door. It's all happening here.
There's more action at Savva's house than there is on the pitch right now.
Hang on, the doorbell.
His door's just gone off again. His door's gone off again.
Brilliant. Amazing.
It's his dog. He's just put it out and said, if you go out, you're staying out. And the dog's knocking on the door going, no, I'm bloody not. I want to come back in.
Get out of it. Who do you think you are, big boy? I'll do what I want.
Oh, dear. Big up,
very lethargic at the moment from Tottenham. Like we can't sort of. Like, there's long balls going in like to Son there. Hold on, Maddison's we've got a free kick now. Maddison's bundled to the ground. It's all very laboured at the moment. There's no urgency.
Yeah, that's a good example. Really, laboured is the one I would use. It feels it, doesn't it?
Yeah, Maddison should be all right though. He's clutching his leg, but he should be all right. I mean, look, let's not forget before you guys come on. I was saying to Savva, this is a game where Palace really and truly they need to win and get something because they're playing at home. Their performances have been woeful last 5 games. So, yeah, not an easy one.
Well, that wasn't the best of free kicks. Did anyone see it? Seen it yet?
Yeah.
Just about to take it, yeah.
Stewie, your mummy's home. Stewie, go for mummy. Can you call him? Come on, mummy. He doesn't realise the other half's come in as he's outside having a wee. So he's come back in. He doesn't realise she's here yet. When he does, he will lose his little pug mind. Mummy's home. I'm not going to speak to Daddy for the rest of the night. I've had him all day. Not the best 15 minutes of football I've ever seen, guys.
No, it's been a bit dull, hasn't it? Let's be honest.
What are you eating, Haz?
That M&S mixed thing that I sent on the group.
Oh, okay. That looks yum.
Yeah, it's got some
honestly
in it.
Have so much disdain for Haz at certain times.
Yeah, it has. You need to stop that, man. You send some great food.
Yeah.
Went to that Moroccan today in Bluewater as well. I sent you the pictures.
Yeah, you did. Thanks. Cheers.
That was it. What, are you on a diet as well, Perchy?
No, I just don't like seeing good food because it makes me jealous. But
well, hold on a minute. You're in Spain. You're in Barcelona. I've been to Barcelona. I've seen the food in Barcelona.
Oh man, it's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, some of the food is magic. I can't lie.
Are you far from the coastline over there?
No, not far at all, mate.
Just quickly, Steve, what do you disagree with us about? What's been said? I mean, we're not playing well, are we? We're not playing well.
No, we need to be better though. That's the thing.
Palace flying down the right wing, but Romero came over and mopped it up. Have we had a shot yet? Like a meaningful shot?
No.
Nah.
Bissouma had a free kick that he absolutely skied.
Oh, Spurs are giving it away high up in our pitch. And Palace are giving it away. The one thing I think the comfort that I've got is I don't feel they've got... I I don't think they've got clinical players. You know what I mean? I don't think they've got that
No.
player that could.
They're missing
Turn.
quality, aren't they?
Yeah. A good team. A good team, Aston Villa. Said this. I said they would be all summer. Good team, good manager, good players. I think the difference between us and you this year is you've got Europe to contend with, and we haven't. I think that's the difference.
And you've got good wingers, and we haven't.
Yeah. Oh God. And Genoa are 1-0 up. Genoa are a good team as well. Actually, when I watch them, they knock it about quite nicely. But another team that don't quite have the big guns. It's all about big guns.
It's strange. I haven't really seen much of Kulusevski this game. Usually he's on the ball all the time, but tonight so far he's not really been on the ball. But strange.
Oh, sorry, I've locked the bulldog out. Come on. Sorry, mate. I didn't know you were out there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. I mean, people asking for Benson Cord to come on later tonight. I mean, I'm not sure.
I don't want to see him on personally.
I don't unless it's really, really necessary.
Yeah.
Right, in Palace again, down the right-hand side. Yeah, they've not quite got the killer pass, luckily for us.
But they've identified that right-hand side where Davies is, obviously.
Oh, for sure. They've identified that side of the pitch. Wouldn't you?
100%.
Just knocking it about nicely at the moment. Palace knock it about nicely, but not where it hurts, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't done anything. Like, we've had no real sustained possession or anything. Ball's been played down the line. I can't see who that is out there. I want to say Schlupp. Oh, who was that? Just dancing through our defence. Fair play, Romero got back at him. Oh. This has definitely not been a Palace I think a lot of us thought we'd see. And, yeah, and it's a throw into Tottenham on the right-hand side. It's not been
But I told you, they need to put in the performance tonight. Their performances have been unacceptable. They're not just going to come and sort of give up because they're playing us.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'll be honest. I would, if I'm a manager, I am saying, sort out Maddison, sort out Son. You're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need something to get the juices flowing here. This has been very right. Here we go. No, poor pass. It was Pedro Porro driving in, tried to play a 1-2, but the pass was cut out. And big up to Ren, who's decided to become a new member. Big up, Ren. Hope you're okay. Thank you for all your support. Always in here is Ren, giving good vibes and positivity. And
Lovely.
Ren, just to say, for your yin, there's always a yang. And your yang is this.
Wow. 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 What? That just... What a way
Hang on,
of
Palace are
spreading
away
them
it. No, he's driven that too wide. Jordan Ayew was driving down the line. Richie's clipped him. No need. And it's a free kick on the halfway line to Crystal Palace. But Farton Hassan. What a name. Big up to you as well, my friend. Smash the like button.
Yeah, well, might as well watch stream, brother.
Yeah, YouTube channel. Do you mean your YouTube channel?
Honestly, it's half term. Can't you tell?
Well, sure. What makes me laugh? I love it when people announce that they don't like us, but they sit here and watch us. I find it amazing.
Getting cussed by someone with Fart as his first name. Nice one.
Oh, dear, I love. This makes YouTube. This makes my day when I see people like Fartham in the chat. What a name, by the way. Big up to yourself.
I'm offended.
Yeah, this has been a very, very bad first quarter of the game. This has really got
This
Yeah.
is how I
Palace are asking for. Palace are
This
asking
does
for a
feel like-
penalty, but
Dang.
I mean, if you give that as a penalty, we're all packing up and going home.
Nah, if that's a penalty, we might as well
It's
go
not.
home. That's
It's not.
ridiculous.
It's not. But they
can't
shouldn't have
be.
even need to check it.
That's the problem, right? The checking bit irritates me. It's like basically
Oh,
you're
wait,
giving
mate,
credence
I'm
to it.
Doesn't matter whether he was right or not. I hate my channel as well. It is what it is.
This game.
23 minutes, 40 seconds gone. Tottenham yet to do anything of note. Here's Papasar down the right, though. I think that sums up the first half. Papasar went to cross the ball, air kicked it, fell over, and he went out for a goal kick. I think that sums up Tottenham Hotspur today.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I just saw Pepe Sarr.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite funny.
Oh, dearie me. Palace have flicked it on again. It's gone through to Vicario. I think Romero had it covered. It was Edouard who was chasing it down. Who's the left-sided forward? Is Schlupp, isn't it?
Yeah, Schlupp.
Yeah.
So Schlupp, Edouard, and Ayew.
I think it's Schlupp. I don't think it's Schlupp.
Oh, God, don't be that person.
Well, you always take the
Oh.
mickey out of the way I say things, and I think it's
Okay.
Schlupp.
Shut
Hey.
up.
Ooh, what?
Wow, has.
Shut up.
Haz is just furious. I love it. I love when we just get Haz in his unorthodox.
You schlup
state.
up.
It's the best. Schlup up.
Listen, Kate, just slut it.
Oh, here's one of the real haters who was on the football terrace. having a
Oh,
right
yeah. I
go.
saw
This
him.
guy. Oh, this guy is an absolute oddball.
This guy
Everyone
probably
remembers
thinks Mikel Arteta is a genius. Next best thing since last
Look
bread.
at the- Get out of here, Lego man.
Oh,
For every
this is
silly
amazing.
person, you get some real funny people.
I love it. It's amazing.
It's the balance of life, Savva. That's what it is.
Here's Maddison. It's broken to him. He's crossed it in.
It
And
is
he's
not
crossed
God.
out by Anderson, who's had a very good season. And Richarlison. Oh, my God. I can't. Watch what Richard. I just can't.
I
Here's
can't
Maddison
cope.
again. He's threatening to cross. He's back and forth, and it's gone all the way over to Kulusevski. I haven't even noticed Kulu touch the ball in this half, if I'm being
This
brutally
is
honest.
what I'm saying. He hasn't been on the ball.
His son plays it all the way back to Romero,
I thought you just said done.
and Anderson heads it cleared, and it's Van der Ven's got it. Richie is he is such a bad player. I'm calling it now. I don't want to hear that he's a 1,500 meter runner.
Listen, like I said before the game, he's not going to change. He's not going to have this amazing game that's going to transform him all of a sudden.
Oh,
It's
man.
not going to happen, guys. It's not. You just carry on
It's Palace
fighting, mate.
again. Hang on, they're away here. Have they got the through ball? Oh, Romero cut it out. Thankfully, and Basuma can mop up. We're playing it around very dangerously there. We keep giving it away, and it's a free kick to Spurs. It's very, very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. But Richarlison there. I mean, we're talking about the basics. Like if we're gonna
that's the worst, isn't it?
if we're gonna say that footballers are great because they work hard, you could pay me $5,000 a week and I'll play for Spurs, and all I'll do is run. I'll be as fit as you like. I'll just run and run and run and run and run.
I've got to
it's
say,
through ball. Awful.
yeah, it's very sloppy. If I'm being honest with you,
There's always one.
I'd say it's more schluppy than schluppy.
Yeah, slap. I think Farton Hassan is a bit sloppy.
Yeah, he's a bit something, that's for sure.
Some of these people, I mean, Barton Hassan, I mean, people like
Barton.
you, my friend, like, do you struggle to put like your clothes on in the morning? Like, honestly, what some of the absolute waffle the drivel I'm seeing in the chat from you, sir.
Must be 9 years old. Must be a 9-year-old.
I mean, do you know how to tie your own shoelaces, mate? Honestly, like the drivel.
I'm on the football terrace after. What's the bet? Those children are back on. What do we think? I absolutely guarantee they're back on.
Oh yeah, of course. They're always on.
Are they?
That's the best part of it. They're always on.
I've never seen them before, so.
Oh, those lads. Sorry, I thought you meant the chat.
No, those children that were in the panel.
Kate, any chance Percy can go on and play up front?
Yeah, he could do a better job.
He'd lick them to death, but him and Stewie up front in a two.
Barton, it's Tottenham are shit, not is shit. By the way, learn some grammar, mate.
Oh, he's our troll, Fartan Hassan. I mean, it's a great name. It's a
Savva,
great
check
name.
your phone for a second.
I will do 1 second. So far we've had your YouTube channel is shit. What is it? You're all. What was the first one? What did the first one say? You're all.
F you all.
Yeah, that was good.
And now F you all, brilliant.
And now, yeah, I like this troll. It's good. Keep watching. It makes me money. So keep watching.
Tottenham is shit. Okay, is that the area? Tottenham is shit.
Keep on farting. Keep on farting.
Archie, you're a genius.
I try. I do try. I can't lie.
I mean, I didn't even notice he was playing, Daryl, when we're saying about 11 safe passes. Romero's gone down. I think someone shot him
in the eye.
Oh, footballers make me laugh. Big up to everyone in here. Keep smashing that like button. We're on 170 likes, 178 likes. Keep smashing that like button. What's it? Aaron J has said we've been playing with 10 men all season. R9. As soon as we have 11, we win the league. Laugh out loud. I just can't believe you watch at the end of the game. More people will still tell me what Kulu does, what Richarlison does.
Quick question, guys. Why have all the players got numbers on the back of their shirts tonight?
Have you not? It's the legacy numbers. Have you not heard about that?
I heard about the legacy numbers, but I don't know.
From now on, every player has been given a number. So from the first player to ever be a Tottenham player Valise is the most recent player to have got a number. Okay. So now every player gets given a number. So on the back of their shirts, they've got like a three. I think Sonny's like 605, and it.
Yeah, Vicario's 876. I think.
That links me to a nice link there because Mickey Hazard is actually 525, and he's coming on my show in 2 weeks' time for lunch with a legend.
Now, if I were you, you've got to do your show at 5:25.
No, I'm doing it at 1 o'clock, Perch.
Oh, okay. It would have been quite cool to do it at 5:25.
But yeah,
Mickey Van der Ven's been absolutely poleaxed there by Odsonne Edouard, I believe it was.
Yeah, he's absolutely. You hacked him down.
I haven't stopped eating. Oh, sorry. I hadn't put it on mute, had I? Sorry. The wife goes, "With the dog's eaten," because as soon as she comes in, they both go to the treat cupboard as though like, "Oh, Daddy's not fed us." Like, straight away she goes, "Oh, okay." Look, here they go. They're going to come over here with their.
Bless them.
He's gone onto my yoga mat. Horrible little. This has been uninspiring. I mean, let's be brutally honest. I was uninspired with Fulham. I was uninspired versus Luton. I'm uninspired again tonight. Casey?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I listen, I'm not saying we're bad or anything, but I do feel like when people talk about it's just great to see great football again, I am starting to see that the football's not that great. If we're brutally honest, is it?
Today we haven't been good today. I mean, I'll be
No,
honest,
we
it's been a
haven't.
really, really dull one.
Oh,
Right,
that's so
Barton.
hurtful. I don't know how I'm going to
Barton.
sleep.
He's getting blocked now. He had his fun. We had him for a few minutes.
I was going to
and,
say, you don't have to do it on my account because I think I can cope with that insult. I've had it quite a lot on the football team.
Kate, if he's going to cuss you, my granny, then he's got to go. Percy's my son. You're my gran.
They all call me on the football team as Auntie Kate. I don't even know where
Auntie
those come
Kate.
from.
Auntie Kate.
What is that about? I feel so
I don't
bloody
know.
old. I don't remember being young and thinking 45 was that old, but obviously I probably did. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the knackers yard by all accounts.
Well, I'm 21 on Wednesday, so when I get to your age, I'll probably feel the same.
21 with 30 years experience, is that right?
Yeah.
21.
Oh, that's harsh.
You wish you were 21.
God, I'll tell you what, I wish Spurs were playing some football. This is awful.
Be different.
I hope that they get in at half time and Ange has a
Ticking
word
off.
with them. Palace are breaking forward here. I never feel like they're going to hurt us. Jordan Ayew twisting and turning, doubled up there by Basuma and Ben Davis, and now Palace can sweep it across to the left. But this is who's this? Oh God!
Thank you,
why have
Sean
we-
Smith.
I
oh,
mean,
we start-
where
oh,
have
we
all you
started
not
with
come from? Ah, Shane, probably know.
Why have they all turned up?
Is this the
This is our friend from earlier. I
is this
believe.
the afterflow from Terry's show?
Must be.
Possibly.
Oh, just you know, I just listen.
A child with no name and a picture of two footballers. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Welcome to the show, child.
child.
We shall just call him Child from now on.
Yes.
Child.
I mean, he has got, and he's got, at least he's got his age in his bio, in his name, what we call it.
What, 9?
19, I'd assume. Like, still, I mean, unfortunately, legally able to do stuff, which is very concerning.
Yeah, it is crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. What's this? Oh, lovely. Do I mix it all in?
Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, this is interesting.
What we got here now?
What is it? Is it natural cocoa?
Cacao powder.
Oh, cacao powder.
But yeah, so it's before
Cacao.
So it's the powder before it turns to cocoa that we're allowed, mixed in with Greek yogurt. At the moment, it looks like that.
Oh,
It's just
lovely.
Greek yogurt with chocolate with cocoa powder.
Oh, come on.
Oh God,
Tottenham.
this is bad, isn't it? This is really bad.
What, the food or the football?
Football. No, the food's just like a chocolate mousse. Look, it's just like a chocolate mousse.
Oh, that looks nice, actually. Now you've mixed it, it looks good.
It's just Greek yogurt with cacao.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Used to play for Brazil.
Hey, try and say it again.
Cacao. Cacao.
Now, 8 mental.
Here's Maddison, but well defended by Crystal Palace there. Oh, this is really, really a tough watch. Excuse
Isn't
me?
Cacao a footballer?
What would we change second half, guys? Would we take off anyone? Would we
everything.
put anyone on?
Bit of energy, just a bit of
Energy.
energy.
So you
like to
change
see-
everything.
I'd like to see Brian Hill and Brennan Johnson and just mix it up a bit. It's so I feel like
I disagree with Brian Hill.
again.
I disagree with Brian
Why?
Hill. I think this team is too physical for Brian Hill.
I keep
don't.
hearing this, but when he played for Seville and Spain and that, he's always playing against tough defenders and still plays.
I'm just basing it on what
King of the Indies has killed me. Cacao sounds like the next hot Brazilian wonder kid. I don't know why that tickled me. And maybe it's my football manager talk at the moment in my head. Oh, but yeah, no, it's been a really, really tough watch in this first half.
There's
It's
not
one of
really
those-
anyone when you look apart from Brennan Johnson. You look on the bench; it's not
Oh,
overly inspiring,
oh,
is it?
I'd go Gill. If it was me at halftime, I'd bring on Gill and Johnson and go and just bring on Richarlison and Kulizeski. Or even do one. Don't have to do both. Do one of them.
I don't
Bring
think Hill will
Johnson
do anything. I'll stick by that. I don't think Hill will bring anything to this game. I'm happy to eat my words. If he comes on and he creates a couple of goals or gets a goal or whatever, I'm happy to eat my words. I just don't think, I don't understand what Hill's going to do when he comes on.
I just think it can't be any worse, right? I think that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, it can't be any worse than what we've got here in front of us. It has been a really, really tough watch this first half.
Surely has. Sorry, I heard what you're saying. Surely we're looking at it the wrong way. A player like Brian Hill's got really good technical ability and the ability to hold on to the ball. Like at the moment, it's hitting Richarlison and just bouncing back. Don't we want a player who can get on the ball, can keep possession and link up?
Yeah, I'd rather have Brennan Johnson who can offer
Yeah, but
a
that's
bit
not
of
his
pace.
game. But that's not his game. Why can't we have both?
What? So you'd have Brian Hill on the left wing?
I'd do something different. It's flat. This is now the third or fourth game in a row that I feel like we've offered nothing from those two wide positions. And I know at the end of the game, people will start throwing some stats at me of, oh, Kulu did 19 progressive passes in the first 32 minutes. And, you know, I just want to see something different. And we keep saying these players can't do it. But what's the alternative? What we're seeing now?
Yeah.
Like,
But the way I look at it, what is the worst? What's the worst? Because we haven't been good today. Palace have been the better team. So what is the worst that's going to happen by bringing off Richarlison and bringing on Brian Hill or Johnson or bringing off Kulizeski and Richarlison for Gill and Johnson? I just can't see where we're going to get to, where it's going to be so different. Because I'll be honest, like, it's been 42 minutes of some really, really poor football, really, from us.
yeah,
We've
I
allowed
agree.
Palace to be in the game.
Thing is, they're pressing us. We don't like it.
Yeah, agreed.
Andrew's not happy. He is not happy.
Don't blame him. I'm not.
This is not happy.
Wow, what sort of touch was that from Richarlison? Just touched it into the touchline. Oh my God.
Look, there's no panic stations, but I just think we need something different. I think we've seen a lot of games now where it's ineffective for quite long periods and the same players seem to keep getting rewarded. But now you've got these players fit. Hill is fit. Brennan Johnson's fit. Lo Celso's fit. If we don't see what they can do, here you go. Crystal Palace in the last 10 minutes have had 6 shots to our 0.
Yeah.
And we've been
6
averaging
shots.
about 20 shots a game.
Told you, we give up far too many chances. This is why, when people talk to me about league titles, I watch this and go, this is never lifting a league title. This is never in a million years.
No, that's the problem, isn't it? Fans get carried away. Fans go over the top. And then we look and go, hang on a minute, this is not good at all.
God,
Bear in mind, remember what Newcastle did.
That's a terrible. Oh, hang on.
Move.
Papa Star's going to get booked in a second, I think. Everyone keeps sounding like Ward of Palace. Which has not
bear
been,
hugged him down to the ground.
Yeah. Zane, I tell you what, I think their wide players get in the game again, but they're wide players who get the ball and drive. Now, at least Ayew tries to drive at our fullback. This has been really, really tough to watch. I'll be honest, if this was a Conte team, I'd be sitting here going mad.
Yep.
Fair is fair. No, Eze and Elise are not on the bench. Thank God.
Injured. Yeah. Imagine they were playing right now.
Agreed with it. Agree with this. It is. It's absolutely the predictability. Said this. There's nothing. In a minute, what I'd love to do is see one of them get it, beat a man, and whip a shot in the top corner.
Yeah, but Swanwick's Kulusevski hasn't even been on the ball tonight. Like, I can't even say he's been predictable. He's not even been on the ball. Richarlison's been on the ball more, and he's given the ball away so many times tonight. And the thing is, next half, he'll probably get an assist, and everyone will say, oh, he put in a real good shift in. He got an assist, that, and the other.
Yeah, that's what happens, then. Like, oh, he'll get an assist, or he'll go and score the winner, and everyone will be going, oh, he's had an amazing game. When, in my opinion, I think he's been non-existent again. The amount of times I feel like he's been non-existent, by the way.
Who's that?
Kulusevski. It'll be one of those. He'll go and score. We'll win the game 1-0 here, by the way. This is what's going to happen. In the 88th minute, and Kulusevski scores a tap-in, and then all of a sudden we hear, oh, he's been absolutely brilliant today. No, he hasn't.
I'll be honest, I've been really disappointed with Papa Sarr today as well.
I would bring on Bentancur.
I'd put every single player in that bracket, mate. I don't think it's just one. I think it's every single one has been really poor today.
The only one that's coming to try and make things happen is James Maddison. Look how deep he is dropping to get the ball to make something happen. I'll have it. What? That's all right. Oh, sorry.
Oh, this is like watching paint dry.
If this was Antonio Conte, he'd got absolutely roasted. And you have to call it as it is, right? And rightly so, by the way, because this is dull.
It's just nothing happening. It's just so. I mean, look, Palace has got 2 banks of 4 at the moment. We're just passing it sideways, We
don't have an answer for him at the moment. Whatever we say, we don't have an answer for Crystal Palace. And yeah, look, listen, we go into this at half-time 0-0, and anything in the second half can change. But this is where, when I hear people go, we're going to win the league. You win this game. You battered Palace, a team that struggled to score. So when I hear this, we're going to win the league, you have to look at it. It's half-time now. You're muted, mate.
I'll start that again. It's half time, and that was the most unforgettable half I think I've ever seen.
You mean forgettable, not unforgettable?
Swanix, it's not a title race. This is the problem. It's not a title race in October. This is when people say we're in it till we're not in it. It's not a title race. It's not a title race.
This is it though, because there's only one team right now that you can always say are in a title race. I don't care who it is. It's Man City. No one else is in it until title races should be talked about after January. That's when you go. We could decide. Okay, there's going to be 3 or 4 teams, and then a few. Yeah, exactly, Amy. It's February time. That's the time when you go.
Ren, you sent me the picture of that person on Instagram that you think I look like. I don't think I look like him. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah, Kate, your overall feelings? I mean, that was hard work, wasn't it?
Appalling. Just awful. Just absolutely dreadful. I don't even know what to say. It was just... Oh, my God, you do look like that guy, Savva.
Who?
The guy who is the Melbourne Knights coach.
I don't look like him.
You've even got his stance. The only thing is he's got bigger ears than you. This geezer.
Oh, no, he does look a bit like Savva, actually, to a bit. I have to agree.
Except his ears are more like...
I agree.
Shut up, Auntie Kate.
Auntie Kate.
Well, back to the football. Kate, is this setting ourselves up for good teams play badly and get points? Is that what we're going to get?
Probably, yeah, because, nobody seems to want to say anything negative about anything, all the while we're top of the table. But, I mean, this is... It's a poor game.
As bad as you've seen it? Is that as bad as you've seen it this year?
Yeah. And what's even worse is there's nobody on the bench you look at and go, wow, yeah, bring him on here, change it. You've got Johnson who's got the pace and something different. I don't want to risk Bentancur. It's too early. We're going to need him so bad in January. And then you've got Lo Celso, who I can't stand, and Hill, who I'm not convinced. I just don't know. You would never know in a million years we're sitting top of the league after watching that 45 minutes. Not in a million years. You'd think we was probably in a relegation battle more than anything else.
Mm.
And I would say it's because we played it.
I would say we should have Barry up front.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, really poor. What do we need to do? Positives. What realistically? I don't think he'll do anything at half time, if I'm honest. I reckon he'll chuck the same lot out. What would you guys do, realistically?
Get one of Brennan Johnson or Brian Hill on the pitch and just add a little bit of energy going forward. Either one, I don't really care. Go Brennan Johnson. He's the one the big money signing. Go and get him on if you have to. But you have to offer something, right? You have to offer something. He needs to be saying at half time is going, why are you not on the ball? Why are you not on the ball? We're a footballing team that play good football. Why have you not had the ball? Like we can't hold on to the ball, right? And what we do is we've allowed Crystal Palace. You could argue which team looked like the team that were top of the league right now in that first half. If you weren't watching this season, you'd have said Crystal Palace are the team that look like the team that are top of the. They've controlled the ball, just can't. They can't score right in that first half. We looked worrying. You've got to just go on, mate.
No, I'm saying everyone's saying it's too soon to bring on Bentancur. If you're on the bench, you're ready to play. That's pure and simple for me. Yeah, there's none of this. Oh, let's protect him. Well, if that's the case, you don't put him on the bench then. If he's good enough to be on the bench, bring him in second half. Take off Sarr, who hasn't been that great.
Yeah, but you don't know that he's ready to play 45. That's the thing, do you?
I think you have to give him 15 minutes at the end. You can't. Where I agree to a certain extent what you're saying, the problem is
yeah, but anything could have happened though. Someone could have got an injury and he might have to play 55 minutes. I know that's not going to be the case tonight.
Yeah, of course.
But
he's got to be ready for every
eventuality. No, but
you don't want to. Yeah, I know you're saying, but you don't want to do it unless you really, really have to, right?
For me, if you're on the bench, you're fit and you're ready to go. Doesn't matter whether it's 45, 35, 25, 10. You guys can disagree. I'm going to stick by my gun.
But Normally, yes, but this you've got to remember. This is a guy who's been out for 10 months. We're not talking about somebody's missed 2 games because they've got a knock. This is a 10-month ACL. Like, you know, I think it's okay. I think it's okay him being on the bench because you've also got Skip on the bench and Højbjerg. So it's not like he's the one midfielder you have to go, right, 45 minutes. I just think in this is quite intense and they're quite strong in midfield. Sorry, mate, we're going to have to disagree on this one. I wouldn't give him 45.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right. Well, how about if I said he's got to come on at some point if it's still like this? Because he's the one who's got the better skill set than Højbjerg. He's got the better skill set than Højbjerg and Skip combined, right? He's the one who can, you know, he's relaxed on the ball. He can keep the ball and get the team ticking, right? He can dictate the tempo and everything else. I just think, you know, look, obviously we can agree to disagree on it. I hope it does come on at some point. No, I really do hope because we need something. For me, Skip and Højbjerg are like the sort of, if we're up 1 or 2-0, you know, they come on to sort of steady the ship, not to get forward or anything. But as Kate said as well, for me, Brian Hill doesn't really inspire me with confidence from what I've seen. He's just such a frustrating player to watch.
But worse than Richarlison. Like,
I'm not saying Richarlison.
Are we just saying that he's never going to get minutes?
No, he will get minutes. But are we saying that we are now relying on Brian Hill?
No, but are we saying it's something? But the same way you're saying Bentancur's on the bench, Hill is one of our forward players on the bench. So what's the point on him being on the bench if he can't even get minutes above Richarlison?
But same with Brennan Johnson though. He's come in for 40 whatever million, right? A player that Ange wanted supposedly.
Yes, but Hill is a left-sided player. Hill's a left-sided player. The problem is you're going to put Brennan Johnson on the right against a team where there's no room. Sorry, Brennan Johnson on the left in a game where there's no room for him to get in behind his player. That's the problem in a game like this. I haven't seen any gap in between Palace for any of our players.
You're right. You're right there. So what? You'd switch it up to a more a system that goes through the middle. What? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
You know what? Listen, I'm not saying I've got an answer. What I'm saying is this is exactly why when people talk to me about titles and about challenges, this is why I look at it and go, meh.
I can 100% agree with you on that. 100%.
I don't even know what I do. Look, I'm not the world's biggest fan of any of these. Maybe what about putting Felice through the middle and getting Sonny back?
He's not on the bench. Felice isn't on the bench.
He's not even on the bench.
He's not on the bench.
Nope.
Nah.
Why?
What about putting Brennan Johnson and Son up top? No, that wouldn't work either.
I would put Johnson.
You guys have been saying, like, why don't we switch it up, put Kulu on the left and have someone else out on the right? Why don't we put Brennan Johnson on the right, Kulu on the left, and Son up middle and see?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, he's got to change something, right? I think we're collectively. I mean, we can argue the personnel and all this lot, but something's got to change because that was miserable the first half. That'll go out. I'll go out on a limb and say that was the worst first half of football under Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah,
I don't think that's an argument. I think we can.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that we've come out and played this way today because after Monday, where Big Ange, you come out and he wasn't happy. He said it himself when he was being interviewed. I'm not happy the way we come out the second half, this, that, and the other. And tonight we come out and put on that performance after that.
But let me ask you something. If I turn around as the manager and go, I'm not happy, I demand more, but then I put the same players out there again. For me, I think at some point you've got to throw a curveball in there. Make one of Richie, Kulu, somebody realise they're not undroppable. Somebody.
I agree. I agree with you.
I would take Kulu. I was going to say I'd take Kulu off, put Johnson there. I would take Hill there, and I would take Savva off and put Kelso in the middle. Just
having said that, guys, having said that, how many of us think that there's going to be a change second half?
No, not straight away. 70 minutes earliest, I reckon.
I'll tell you what, if it stays like this, the post-match reaction show is going to be lively, isn't it? At the moment, the post-match reaction shows have been lovely because we keep winning games. At this stage, the post-match reaction, the dogs are being kicked into me, are they? Okay. Right.
And this is the thing, right? Bissouma, for me, Bissouma hasn't really been in the game either. Bissouma's been really quiet. And it's interesting what someone said. I think, who is it on the chat? SOF said Bissouma looks like he's playing conservative, doesn't want a booking. I mean, yeah, if that's the case, then, you know, he's going to be like that every game. I know we've got Chelsea coming up next. He probably wants to play in that game, wants to play against Chelsea. But at the same time, you know, you've got... This means that, you know, you've got to sort of be cautious every single game now because a booking will keep you out of the next one. You can't play like that. You need to just play your game. And if you pick up a booking, you pick up a booking, you know.
Do you know what, right? I get it. People in the chat saying, oh, relax, we'll be fine. Listen, we could well be playing fine and all that. But what we can't do is we can't just keep saying every time we have a bad half, don't worry, we'll be better second half. Football doesn't always work like that. There will be games where you don't get better. For me, I want to see a manager that's brave. I want to see a manager that when it's not going well goes, you know what, right, you off, you two go on, right. Tell you what, you know, the kind of proverbial pat on the backside, right, go on, get on there, show me what you're going to do. Get on there, ruffle them up a little bit. That's why I'm surprised Valise isn't even on the bench. So we've not got, in the entire 11, we've not got, in the entire 20-man squad, a recognised out-and-out centre forward.
No.
That's terrifying when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go and watch the second half downstairs because I'm back on again later. So hopefully it'll be a better second half.
Now that you've gone, it will be.
Oh, thanks, man. Why don't you
have you got the scoreboard?
I'm on it now. I'm just.
I'll tell you when it starts in English time, not in Spanish time. Kate,
enjoy.
See you later, Kate.
She's off to make sweet love to Jim.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go. Anastasia Date 101 has said Richie up front, a header will win this. Oh, can you imagine? Everyone will then go mad about Richie.
Is that a website, by the way?
That's where I ordered my wife from. That's my wife.
Nice.
Right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kate, Gary has said, I take Auntie Kate over Richie. It's just, I think the thing is, when it's the same thing every game, you keep hearing that once they get into their flow, but I almost feel some of you guys, I think, are probably going to disagree with me here. That's the one, Perchy. That's the one. Move it up a tiny bit. That's the one right there. There you go. Much
Sweet
better,
spot.
yeah?
Is that big enough for everyone?
Perfect. That's the one. That's the setup. Look, we're playing in the diamond formation. I'm at the base. I'm like Rodri. Haas is Kulu.
Oh, no.
Perchy is Richarlison.
Of course I am. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I was told on Pepe's side.
There's a change. Emerson Royale coming on.
I told you. This is what this guy does. I'm getting annoyed. Like at first it was, he only makes those subs because no one's available. Who's he coming for? Ben Davis. I mean, what sort of a sub is that?
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is? I think it's because Emerson can play that inverted role better than... You didn't really see Davies come into the middle, did you?
But the problem is like, of all the changes you're going to make, right? I think it's the point, right? I understand your context of what you're saying, but of all the changes you could make, like, if that was the thing, why did Emerson Royale not start? You're going to have to tell me when to start, Savva. Has it kicked? Savva, shout when it kicks off.
Is there any chance you can speed it up to 45-20?
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, hang on.
Sorry, that was my fault.
What is it now? Read it out.
45-20. I'll tell you what, change it to 45-35 and I'll tell you when to click go.
Say when it's at 30.
No, it's gone 30. Perchy, listen to me. Go.
Perchy. Just put it on 46. Put it on 46.
Yeah, put it on 46, and I'll tell you when we get there.
Okay. Why does it keep
You need to hurry
changing?
up though.
46-1. There you go.
Say when.
What, for 46-1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
What? The heck?
oh my, Perchy's having a
Oh.
mare. Do you want me to do it?
Oh, what the hell sorry, did everyone else just see that? It just changed, right? I did not do that. Okay, yeah, screw it. Oh, my new thing didn't, my little toy didn't work. Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. So the timer works, but then doesn't start to work when I do it at, hang on. I'll try it at 47:00 and see if it will do it again this time.
Okay,
Hang
I'll let you
on.
know when. I'll let you know when.
Yeah, but it just auto goes to that. Hang on. Let me try it this way.
Right, well, whilst
Sorry.
Perchy's doing that, everyone, I'll let you know what's going on in a game of football.
Yeah, keep us updated. Sorry about that, guys.
See, Emerson's moved right into the middle there. He's like moving right centrally, picking up the ball. As I said, I think it's more to the fact that he's more accustomed to that inverted role. That's what it's got to be, Savva. I'm not saying it's right.
I know, but if you were Palace now, you would be getting your wide man to take on.
I
Perchy,
think
you're having a mare, aren't you?
I don't know what's going on. It's proper bugging out.
I think
Look.
just leave the time for now, Perchy, and just pull it down so we've only got the score.
Hang on. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that's a good shout. Yeah, go on, then.
Until you can fix it. That's it.
Yeah, go on then. Can you? That's ridiculous.
Do you want me to put mine back on, Perchy?
We can. If you do, people that worried about the timer, right? Because if not, I can do it like that. Go on then. Put yours up for now. Let me try and fix mine.
Look at.
Sorry, I do apologise, guys.
Van der Ven's pace. Do you know what? Van der Ven's pace tonight has been invaluable to us.
Yeah. All season, mate. All season.
Kulusevski on the ball. Wow. Porro and Kulusevski. Yeah, it's all too easy, these crosses.
There you go.
Is that it?
I'll VAR mine quickly and fix mine quickly, but I don't know what's happening.
There you go. So everyone, what we think in second half? For me, this has been
brighter start
in
second half.
the chat. Focus needs to stay tight. Yeah, it's been a poor first half, Saeed. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. It's been a really, really poor first half. No shot on target in 49 minutes.
I mean, like I said to you, these are the moments where Tottenham need to shine. Like Tottenham need to prove that. Well, they need to prove what their credentials are. So far,
Aaron, sorry, Aaron. No, we're not itching for an "I told you so," but this is worrying. What we're seeing. I know people keep sugarcoating every bad performance we have and going, "It don't matter, we're top." But this is not good. We can't keep saying, "Oh, we didn't play well," but that's what champions do.
But Aaron, every other panel and every other panel from the media, mainstream media, has been saying the same thing as us. So I don't get your point. We're not itching to be "I told you so." We've been talking about this from day one, about our limitations and everything else.
Yeah, I just think we need to. I think we need to get back, like in the first 3 or 4 games. Kulu, no, I can't get it across the corner kick. I just don't think, like everyone says, "Oh, we've got our Spurs back and the football's great." I don't think the football has been great for many games now, if I'm brutally honest. I think we just look like a hard-working team with Son and Maddison. Sorry, I know that's going to annoy people. I'm not seeing this free-flowing, wonderful football that everyone else is talking about.
That was actually good from Kulu there. He actually beat his man, but couldn't get the ball in. And he's been on the ball much more than what he was on the first half. That was a really bad and shocking corner. Absolutely. Kulu played it short to Maddison, and Will Hughes just come in and just nicked it off him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm disappointed that from that entire first half, the only thing he's looked at and thought I want to change is Davis for Royale. Told you, the substitutions, listen, I'm not saying we won't win the game, but the substitutions for me every game, it seems to constantly just be Royale, Skip, Højbjerg as the first port of call.
Yeah.
Hang on, Palace have got the ball here. They picked it up deep. They've gone out wide. Here's Schlupp. Oh, that's poor from Porro. That's awful from Porro. Oh, my God, we should be 1-0 down. How they have not scored that is beggars belief. That was awful from Porro at right back. And here goes Kulu. Grass to run into. And his man has taken the ball off him very, very easily. Told you, when he's got a man, when he's got grass to run into and one-on-one, he is crap. I'm calling it right now. Coover, I feel you're just saying things to make yourself feel better because you've gone balls deep in winning the title. I'll be brutally honest. I don't understand it at all. I think it's a crap substitution, if I'm brutally honest. Hey.
If he pops up, we'll win it.
But I think the way you've got to look at it, look, as I said, I understood the substitution, but what I also get is it just makes you just feel like
we're 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up. It's an own goal from Joel Ward. An own goal from Joel Ward has given Tottenham the lead. We don't deserve it, but we've got it. Maddison drilled the ball across, and Joel Ward, there was no one in the box. There was no one in the box. It just hit him very quickly. Good job Percy did that right as I was describing what happened.
Sorry, I kicked it a bit too late.
So Romero played it out to Porro. Porro played it down the line to Sarr. Sarr's cross deflected up to Maddison. Maddison drilled it low across. So will that go down as an assist for an own goal?
Probably.
Do you get an assist for an own goal? Either way, Spurs are 1-0 up. And let's hope we can kick on from that. It's been utter crap. But it is 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur.
I can't even. I mean, I'm happy that we scored, but we're just playing.
Got away with it. Listen. Oh wow, that's awful.
That's bad. See, this
just
is the thing, right?
There's no VAR or anything. You never know. No, it's given. We're underway. 1-0 to Tottenham. Right, let's kick on. Let's go at them now.
You do need a bit of luck. It just shows in it sometimes.
Yeah, well, we're definitely getting luck. We're definitely getting luck.
We've definitely been more lucky this season than any other season I can remember so far. But, you know, it's good initiative from Maddison, to be honest. He drilled it in. So it was like a cross shot, wasn't it? It took a...
Mate, he is everything.
He is. I must admit.
Everything. I'm telling you, that guy is the main man.
He popped up in the right position to get to that ball. And like I said, it was like a cross shot. And again, it's happened because of him. It's happened because of Maddison. So let's kick on, like you said, Savva. Let's get that second.
Yeah, get the second. It's a corner kick to Crystal Palace. Sloppy from Basuma again. He lost the ball. It fell to Edouard. Edouard had a shot that hit either Romero or Basuma and looped up over the goal for a corner kick. So Will Hughes is going to go over and take the corner kick. Listen, if you need a bit of luck to win, then great, because we needed something to wake us up. Hopefully that will. Corner kick coming in from Will Hughes. Oh, to be fair, it should have been again. The ball's flown across. The bloke's got no one on him. I think it's Mark Guehi. Mark Guehi, no one on him, and he's glanced his header wide from 6 yards. Living dangerously. Living dangerously. That
was a really good corner, to be fair, from Will Hughes.
Yeah,
the way
very
it was whipped in, it was very Maddison-esque. Yeah, in-swinger. Should have done better there, really. I mean, look, the thing is, Palace needs to do something in this game as well. Hopefully, in trying to do that, we'll get some more chances.
You can only hope, right?
Yeah.
If we go 2-0 up, guys, if we go 2-0 up,
game's over.
It's game over. Would you look to be introducing Bentancur?
No.
Still no.
No, I don't see the need to rush him, but I don't see the need.
Would you? Do you not feel that he needs some minutes under his belt, some first team football?
Yeah, but I'm in no rush to get him on. Like, I don't understand this desire to rush and get him in the pitch. Like, this is an energetic midfield from Crystal Palace. I don't know. I'd be happier to introduce him to a game where we're dominating at home and we've got all the ball. But that's just me. I don't see the need to. Just me. If we're 2-0 up, I don't see the need. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Sleepy Druid. I do like Bentancur. I do like him as a footballer. I'm just thinking long term when we lose a couple of players, possibly in January as well. You know, I just want to see him sort of integrated back into the team, playing well, helping us out. But, you know, see what happens.
Emerson Royal getting on the ball like a quarterback. He just cracks me up. He's so bad. Look at him there driving forward. He's so bad. He's so bad. We're having a lot more of the ball at the moment. Basuma now. He's been really poor today, by the way, Basuma. Now Palace can come down the left-hand side. Romero with the tackle. Good tackle that from Romero. Puts the ball out for a throw-in. He's been poor today. Been very sloppy, I think, Basuma.
I think if Basuma survives tonight without a yellow card, the game against Chelsea, he has to put in a monumental effort, in my opinion. If he's saving himself.
Sorry, I thought that was good.
Yeah, no, if he's saving himself for that Chelsea game, then he's going to need to prove that he really wants to play in that game.
At what? Ishmael Turner, what? I mean, at what?
I mean, that's mad. You got the arguments on that, like, based on what, man?
Right, Spurs can drive it forward here. Papasag and Son's giving it away. I haven't seen anything of him today. I haven't noticed him playing one bit.
Was he playing?
Son.
Yeah, was he playing?
Yeah, I haven't noticed Son. Yeah, come on.
The thing is, though, if we win, everyone's had a great game.
That's what happens.
That's not me. That's not me saying it. I'm just saying everyone seems to think that they've had a great game if we win. I don't.
Here's Maddison. He's popped up on the left this time. Another low drilled cross that's played away this time. I think it was by Joe Ward again. Was it Joe Ward? Oh, Crystal Palace are making a substitution. I'm going to let you know in just a few seconds. See, that goal again came from the throw-in that led to that goal came from Maddison's pressing the keeper. Told you, James Maddison, that's the guy. You've got to keep James Maddison fit. This guy is the one.
He's a little kid coming on for Crystal Palace. He looks so young.
He's good, this lad. He's very tricky.
Raksaki? Yeah, he's a very good player. Very not.
Oh, he's come from Charlton, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think he's the Charlton lad.
Come on, Spurs. Let's see a bit of football. Again, given away. And given away again. His son plays it out wide to Porro. Porro plays it across goal to nobody. Cleared away by, I'm going to go with Joel Ward. Every time the ball's cleared now, I just assume it's Joel Ward. Dude, if you don't grow up, you will be out the chat. You're just being a child now. So just grow up or get out the chat. Oh, he's on loan at Charlton.
Oh,
It's very slow and methodical. The game's gone now, isn't it? Very pedestrian.
Yeah, I think is it a case of Tottenham waiting for them to do something so we can sort of, push on, break forward? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's almost like we're trying to invite a bit of pressure, to try and catch them out. But
this guy can F off. He was one of the ones in the chat, in the chat of
who? Morshire.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that then? Savva,
He was in the chat abusing me. I saw him. I've got one of those memories.
No, I know you do. But why is he coming out with that sort of comment then? If he was the ones, these people are just stupid.
Look, stop. Of course it was lucky, but just stop. Your childishness. Go to the football terrace if you want that. Emerson comes on and we score. Oh God, I can't stand watching Emerson Royal play football.
Where's Barry? I thought you'd be here now.
Barry's doing We Are Tottenham TV.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
I need something to happen. Ball made in the line. Oh, Sonny can't quite get there. The keeper can clear it. I think we're going to be okay because I just don't feel that they've got a threat.
But we've got a mistake in us as well, though. That's the problem. That's why I think we need this second goal as a barrier, as a cushion. That was a good ball from Richarlison, by the way, outside of the foot to Sonny.
Right.
I just forgot to say.
Højbjerg is coming on, as is Brennan Johnson. This love of Højbjerg and Royale coming on first as subs. It's like Conte all over again. Brennan Johnson is coming on, though, so that's one positive. Depending on where he plays, please don't play him down the left. So Basuma's coming off for Højbjerg. And Richarlison for Brennan Johnson. So Brennan Johnson's just going to go on the left.
Unless he switches them, but I doubt he does that.
I called it. I said it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we spent 45 million on a right winger and play him on the left wing. It's. Spurs.
I said that he was going to play him on the left before he signed for us, as did a couple of reporters who called it as well before he signed. They said that Ange was planning to play him on the left, but I don't
get it. I don't get it. I honestly don't. It takes away. Right, here's Kulu. Grass to run into. Squares it this time nicely to Son. Son's giving it away again. Son has been awful today, by the way. Son has done the square root of nothing. And it was offside anyway. Offside pass from Kulu.
Square root of nothing.
It's true.
I like that one. That's good.
Right. Here's Porro deep in our own half. He's giving it away again, and it's a throw into Palace deep. I don't think everyone thinks that at all. Not at all. Well, this is the first time you're on track. You're always behind on timing. My timer is bang on with Sky Sports. What are you talking about? Like, it's weird. It's people like this that just say weird stuff.
But I just find it how the timer gets everyone so rattled. Like,
I know.
Just, like, who cares? Like, I'm not gonna. There's no point. It's just mental.
No, I saw you, mate. I saw you in the chat. I saw you.
I think he's responded to someone else there.
Yeah. Maddison, great ball. 2-0. 2-0, great ball.
Get in there.
Maddison,
this is what we needed.
Savva, hold it.
No.
I said wait. I said wait.
You totally
You
cut it.
Yeah, but I
Perky
said,
having
I,
He gets happy.
I, I said hold it. Go.
It's done now.
Oh, good
Great
goal.
goal by Sonny.
Good
What a
goal.
great goal.
Ball out
Brennan
the left.
Johnson.
Brennan Johnson
with
just
an
out on
assist.
the left-hand side. Really good. That's
Yep.
what you want to see.
I said it, man. I said it. I said it.
Oh, again, though, James Maddison's footwork. Brennan Johnson pulled it back. Sonny gets the goal. 2-0, job done. Angus, that wasn't lucky. What was lucky about that?
Don't worry about Angus, man. Forget about what Angus is saying.
Yeah, I'm getting annoyed with people.
Don't worry
today.
about Angus. Honestly,
But
look,
do you know what? This is the first time. We're 66 minutes into the game, by the way. And it's the first time we've seen a winger just run.
Yeah.
Brennan Johnson
know what the
runs
good thing
into
was?
the box and he doesn't. Do you know what's so good about this goal? Brennan Johnson hasn't done anything ecstatic. All he's done is gone, I'm just going to run.
He made the right run.
You know what he did, though? He headed the ball to
He made the
Maddison
right
initially.
Yeah.
Headed the ball to Maddison. Maddison's then seen him that he's going to make the run, played the ball through. Brennan Johnson's had the nous about him to sort of run into that space, and he's crossed it in. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's what you want. Initiative. You know, the give and go.
Brilliant.
I can't fault it.
Much better. Like that's what you asked for from your winger. We've been asking that all game, by the way. All game.
All I ask, a winger that runs beyond so that they can receive the ball and pull it back. That's all I ask.
Simple.
So
Simple.
he did it.
And they heard us. So it's all good.
Let's hope this guy starts the next game.
Yeah.
Please. Against Chelsea.
Well done, Brennan.
Someone's down injured here. So Brennan Johnson. So if we watch the goal in its entirety, Brennan Johnson headed it onto Maddison, then ran beyond Maddison. Maddison gave it to him, passed it back to Son, and Son's not going to miss from 4 yards out.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
He's done nothing all game, but you know what? It don't matter. He's got the goal. That's what they're there to do.
It's simple football. Think about it. It's just simple football.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Someone's down injured here. They've been down for a couple of minutes now for Palace. A much better second half than the first half, for sure. Much better.
Much
But
better.
again, who was instrumental?
I would say that is game done. I would say that is game done.
Who was instrumental in that again? Maddison.
Maddison.
Honestly.
He was the glue in that goal again. He was the glue that put everything together.
Yeah, listen, I think Maddison is. I said,
Look at him. Look at him. He's like.
I did a video in the summer where I said this is the best signing we've made for a decade or more. This is the best signing. He is brilliant.
Savva, I've just seen a picture. I don't know if you've got the same image, but Maddison and Son going like that to each other, like that. It's just fantastic, isn't it? I mean, you can see the lad wants to be there. And I read something today about Postecoglou, that he personally met the players that come in to see what they were like. And I think it was mentioned that Raya only wanted to come to get away from the club, whereas Vicario, absolutely, he would have put balls on a plate to get to Tottenham, you know, and that's what you want.
Palace have brought on Amada and Klein. I don't know who Ahamada is.
He's their lad that just signed this summer.
From...
Oh, don't. Now you put me on the test. I can't remember right now. I'm going to have to double check.
Didn't Nathaniel Klein used to play for Liverpool?
Yeah.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
Stuttgart. That was the team he signed him from. Stuttgart. I knew it was a German team. I couldn't remember which one.
I haven't seen that new Palace lad. Is it Franca play?
Franca, Brazilian lad. Yeah, he's
not seen him play at all. I mean, this should be game, set, a match now for me. Palace have been, I'll be honest, Palace have been everything I thought they'd be. Worked hard, organised, but just no real quality. No real quality at all. I don't even think I'm commentator's curse. I've just not seen anything from them that makes me think they could go and score one, let alone two.
Son doing a Haaland minimal but effective. Yeah.
One and only. When did I say Son? It's not good. What goes through people's mind? When did I say this? When did I say this? Like,
do you know what I love about that comment? Do you know what makes me laugh is you never said that. You just said you fancied somebody else to be captain, but then all of a sudden it comes out as, I think you said you wanted Maddison to be captain. I could be wrong, but
I said I didn't think any of them were really captains. Like, listen, the thing is, we'll know if Son's a good captain in time. You don't know in 10 games. You'll know when things get hard. Yeah,
Agreed.
When the chips are down, right? When the chips are down, you find out about captains. Not after 10 games. Oh,
Of course.
Yeah, he's the best captain we've ever seen. Sod it. Yeah. Yeah, Foxy, you're right. Palace, zero goal threat. They really, really do. See, but based on what? Like, what have we... Based on what? Because the team's winning. Is that what we're saying? Hang on, just quickly. When Hugo Lloris was captain of that Poch team that didn't lose at home all season, team that finished second in the league, the team that got to the Champions League final, I don't remember anyone saying anything bad about Hugo Lloris there.
No, everyone will say my captain. That's
but this is the thing. I think this is the bit that people miss, and I think you just touched on it, Savva. We will know when Son is a good captain to a great captain when we lose a couple of games. When he's got to galvanate his players, his teammates, when we're 2-0 down. Hypothetically, we're 2-0 down at half-time against Chelsea next weekend. Then you've got to get your player has to galvanise, right? Galvanising.
Listen, I want mine, but you know what? At moments like this when we're doing well and winning, why is people's first thought to try and find something bad? Like their first thought is, what did so-and-so say about, listen, should I start watching back the shows from the summer when thousands of people were coming in the chat talking about Kane leaving and how we're going to get relegated? I mean, Crystal Palace, they need, if ever a team needs a goal scorer, it is Crystal Palace. I said the same about Fulham.
This is now a game that we've got to see out now. Like, just see it out. 15 or so minutes to go.
Don't do anything stupid.
I would like to see the third, though. Like, I would like to see the third. Let's not do what we did against Fulham, though. When I say see it out, let's not do anything rash. But
one and only, that first of all, that doesn't sound like a sentence that I would ever come out with. So that's not true. Second of all, it's okay when we're, as I said, it's okay when we're winning to talk about good things. You see what leaders are like over the bad times, the good times, and over a number of years. You can't say 9 games, oh my God, what a breathtaking captain. What does that even mean? Like, what does that mean?
This is what happens now. Like, we're now 10 games in. We'll call this a 10th. It's nearly over. But we're 10 games in, and people are now going on this. All of a sudden, like, the history of Tottenham doesn't exist, barring 10 games. Like, it's madness.
Yes, I agree. This has been my number 1 forward target in world football. Same way James Maddison was my number 1 attacking midfielder target for 5 seasons running. See, Angus is upsetting people.
Of course he is. We love you, Angus, man. You make us smile.
I predicted 2-0. but I think I'm going to be wrong. I think this will end 3. I think we've got another goal in us here. Silly foul from Porro. No need to do that. No need to do that. Ayu was running away from goal, running away to the touchline. He's just bundled him over. So let's hope we don't concede from this. But listen, it's, to be fair, I think it's what we all said, isn't it? So far, professional. First half wasn't great. Second half has sped up. We'll see. And then onwards to Chelsea, right?
Yeah. It's a Chelsea game at home, isn't it? So we've got...
Isn't it 10 days away as well, Has?
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
yeah, we're playing Monday night.
Our next 6 games, I mean, we've got one hell of a fixture list over the next 6. We've got Chelsea at home, then we're away to Wolves, then we've got Villa, City, West Ham, and Newcastle. I mean, that's a run and a half, right?
Yeah, listen, come through that little run, then we're talking. But it's some good. I mean, was Villa, Newcastle, Man City, and
yes. So it's I mean, Wolves ain't no pushovers either. We start with Wolves, Villa, Man City, West Ham, Newcastle,
and Chelsea before that.
Or Chelsea's the next game.
Yeah. Yeah, listen. Yeah. Look, we listen. Do you know what we're doing? Whatever happens, we're setting ourselves up nicely.
Yeah, we're having that cushion in between. This 5-point cushion is important for going into these games.
So let's have a look, right? Tomorrow.
Sorry, go.
Sorry, just really quickly. Tomorrow, let's see the teams around us. Arsenal are at home to Sheffield United.
Easy 3 points.
Right, so Arsenal should probably win that. Then on Sunday, you've got Liverpool at home to Nottingham Forest. You would fancy Liverpool to probably win that.
Easy 3 points.
Villa at home to Luton.
Yeah, easy 3 points.
And then you've got Man City away at Man United. So if Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Villa all win, you're back to where you were. So it's important to get these 3 points tonight to keep just a couple of points gap.
But Savva, what you've got to remember now is, we had this where we've played twice before anyone else. We're going to be where everyone else is now going to play twice before we do. So we're playing Monday night against Chelsea. So everyone's going to play this weekend and then next weekend before us. So
I'll tell you what then. Should we have a look then, Perchy? So let's have a look at the Premier League fixtures. So next weekend, you've got Liverpool away at Luton.
Yeah, 3 points.
Right. You've got Man City at home to Bournemouth.
3 points.
3 points.
You've got Aston Villa away at Forest. Could be a tricky one. Yeah. And you've got Arsenal away at Newcastle. So it's important. When we're talking about 5 points, it's really important to get that because all these other teams play twice before we play, like you said. So it's going to be swings and roundabouts, mate.
But that's the thing is every time when I hear we're 5 points clear, we're only 5 points because others haven't played, right? And we're going to the swing is that other teams now can get 6 points before we can get another point. So we have to people are going to get excited. Listen, we're going to win the game. Touch wood. Game's going to be won, barring a catastrophe of proportions. So everyone's going to get excited. Yeah, we're 5 points clear, but it means nothing. That everyone else is going to get an opportunity to get 6 points before we can even get another one. So context is key, right?
Yeah, listen, I think it's great because you've got to get the points on the board.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it won't matter because by the time we next play, other teams have had the chance to get 6 points.
Yeah.
So, but it's important to listen. We're going to win this game. This Palace could play. I'll say the same thing I said against Fulham. Palace could play all night. Spurs could take out their goalkeeper. Palace wouldn't score a goal. Like again, a well-drilled team. They work hard, but I mean, maybe with Elise and Eze, it's different. But this is not a team that we should be fearing.
No.
What's that? Chelsea will be a different proposition.
Yeah. Thing is that this is the one thing about Chelsea. Everyone already thinks it's some sort of banker against them and we're going to batter him. Chelsea could go and win 2 games now. Who have they got? Chelsea's going to be important. They play a couple of games. They go and win both of them. Then you talk about them in a little bit of form, right?
Yeah.
And I think people need to remember that. People already are going, oh, we're battering Chelsea. Well, look at their recent fixtures. They haven't lost in 4.
I'd love to see Brian Hill get a few minutes here, by the way. Sorry, I really would. I feel there's no harm with giving him a couple of minutes. Otherwise, you might as well put him on the transfer list.
I think he will be. I think he will be in January.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think he will be. He's not being utilised in a way which says to me that they want to keep him.
London is red. You don't need to be putting things in capitals. Listen, if you're ashamed to call us your rivals, why are you here watching us? You don't have to watch us, by the way, mate. Listen, I'm just saying. But yeah, no, just a sort of context about Chelsea. Chelsea played Brentford on the weekend. Then they play Blackburn.
Papa Sarr's a bit more quality there. Sorry, Papa Sarr went down the right. And when you're thinking there's loads and loads of grass, I always say this a lot. Loads of grass, keep running. But he didn't. For some reason, he tried to play in Son first time. Keep running.
London is red. The stuff that you're putting up is the sort of stuff that you see in the primary school playground.
Yeah, come on, man. We try and be sensible.
This isn't that channel, mate. This isn't that. You're not going to get anything out of putting stuff like that. It's all good, but you need to grow up a little bit, mate.
Yeah, listen, it's football, man. Like, we're having a football debate. We try and keep it as real as we can, man. Like,
it's so childish, though. Tiger winners. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on, man.
It's fans that can't see past their own club. Like, they can't have an actual conversation. It's, I'm Arsenal, you're Spurs. Meh. It's like, okay, all right.
Oh.
No, it's not that. It's fans that don't know nothing about football. Sorry, but that's the way it is.
It is. It's all about
a fan that looks at the league table and then takes the piss. Or tries to take the piss.
VAR are looking. What are we looking at there? Come on, get on with the game.
Mate, there's nothing in that, surely.
Yeah.
If that's handball on Klein, that's ridiculous.
I mean, why are they even looking at that? That's ridiculous.
It's the fact is it stops, and we've got to now get the screens up. Oh, get on with it, flipping it.
Right, Sonny's got the ball down the left. He's whipped it in and straight into the keeper's hands. Honestly, I mean, Crystal Palace, if you're a Palace fan, I mean, it must be really difficult to get excited.
Yeah.
Here's Papa Sarr, another bad ball. He does give the ball away a lot, Papa Sarr. He's won it back. That's what he does well. And then again, a nothingy cross right into me. P, I agree. I mean, surely now you could bring on
Hill.
Someone like Brian Hill, can't you?
Just
free
give
kick
him
to
a few
Palace
minutes.
On the right wing. I mean, who else is on the bench?
Who's left on the bench, did you say?
Yeah, who else is on there?
You've got obviously the likes of Eric Dyer, Lo Celso, Skip, Bentancur and Hill. And obviously Fraser Forster, but obviously we're not going to stop a goalkeeper.
Yeah, Foxy, I agree. We're now looking at any time a ball goes anywhere near an arm. It's absolutely mental. Free kick whipped in by Palace. That's the worst free kick of the game. But it's come back to Palace. Here is Joachim Anderson on the left wing. He's taken on his man, whipped the ball in, and good defending at the near post by Mickey van der Ven. Another good game from van der Ven and Romero. To be fair, though, they've not really had to do a lot. Do you know what I mean? We're not having to really do a lot.
No.
Well, Van der Ven's had to chase back on a couple of occasions, but it was
Yes.
easy work, weren't it? Easy work.
Yes.
I agree, Drew, in the sense, just even if you give 5 minutes to Lo Celso, give Maddison's done his job today. Do you know what? I think, I can't remember who it was, and they made a good point on this. The problem is with us out of the Carabao Cup now and not playing those games, the likes of Lo Celso, Hill, don't get many minutes. The game's done, right? The game's all said and done. Like, does Maddison need to stay on the pitch for another 5 minutes? Or do you wait until it's extra time to make those changes? And also someone also said in the chat about Roy Hodgson. The problem is Palace's owners are in a situation with Roy Hodgson where, yes, it's not entertaining, yes, it's not exciting, but Crystal Palace will stay up. So they go and bring in insert a Frank de Boer, which they did bring in initially. They bring someone like him into it. It shakes it up a little bit. They've got to change it all about, and then they go and struggle again. Like Palace, yes, we're beating them comfortably today, but
Oh my
I mean,
God,
that was probably one of the worst corners I've ever seen.
Wow,
It's one of the worst corners I've ever seen. But this is the point, right? And it's all about. I think Savva hit the nail on the head. I mean, you must be bored watching Palace, but they'll stay up, right? They beat the teams they beat the teams they need to beat, and don't beat the team they don't necessarily need to beat.
Oh yeah, I don't think they'll go down. I think there's so much crap in the Premier League. They're not going down.
Yeah.
You know all of this. Oh, there's no easy games. Yeah, yes, there are. We've just had 2: Palace, Fulham.
Yeah. Well, you could argue 3. Luton realistically should have been an easy game.
Luton should have. Bournemouth,
Sheffield United.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that, if I'm right in saying, is that...
So here comes Rodrigo Bentancur and Brian Hill.
Yes, Bentancur.
In the 88th minute.
Still minutes under the belt.
If it stays like this, that's 3 clean sheets on the bounce for Tottenham, which is a good bit.
Very good.
Stat to have.
Watch that, Savva. Bentancur's going to get a brace.
The smile on Bentancur's face, though, which is good to see.
He must feel so good coming back out on the pitch, though. Come on, let's be honest.
Saeed, when fit, and if he's back to what he was, then for me, he is a million times better than Papa Sarr. Yes,
yeah,
for me.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I like Papa Sarr. I just don't quite think he's this beast that everyone's making him out to be.
I don't think he's quite ready.
I don't.
Barry's saying Barry's saying I prefer not to speak.
James Maddison is coming off for Brian Hill, and Rodrigo Bentancur is going to come on for his first appearance in 10 months.
Big up, Rodrigo. Big up.
He is coming on. Kulusevski didn't get 90 today. He just got 89. Another, I'll be honest, another meh performance from Kulu.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see where people play now. So I'm assuming he's going to go, Bentancur, Starr, and Højbjerg. Am I missing someone? And
I'm guessing Brennan Johnson will go one wing and Hill the other, right?
And then what about who am I missing? I feel like we're missing a player somewhere.
No, Papa Sarr, Højbjerg, and Bentancur.
Yeah, Bentancur will play more like your 10 then, I'm assuming, over the other two.
Mate, in the 90th minute, I don't really think it.
Yeah. No, I'm just intrigued.
Right, Papa Sarr driving down the right side. Go on, son, keep going. And he's dropped it off 5 yards to Brennan Johnson, who's come out to the right wing. Johnson, here's Emerson Royale playing 2-yard passes like an absolute baller. Here's Mickey van der Ven out to Højbjerg. There's 8 minutes of added time.
Wow, where did that come from?
I can only assume it's after the goal. Who was that? That was nice, whoever that was for Palace. And then Jordan Ayew gives it away. They're not very good at all, are they, Palace? They are awful.
If
There's
They-
Brennan
they-
Johnson. He's pulled it back. There's Son. His shot has been blocked. And then there's a shot from Bentancur, which is easily tapped away.
But Palace to me fall in the bracket of teams that need a striker, right? There's a few of them. Teams that need a goal scorer.
God, are they asking for a penalty for that? Go away. That is brilliant defending from Mark Guehi.
Yeah, that was, to be fair.
I was going to say, I didn't see where the penalty is. Have I missed something?
I think they're looking
they
at
checked
a
it because
handball.
the shot
Hit flip it.
right in his knee and then bounced into his hand, which is there. It's like, no. So Palace, Wolves, and then who is it after Wolves?
So after Wolves, it is. Oh, who is it after Wolves? Hold on. Yeah, so we've got Man City. Sorry, Aston Villa after Wolves.
All right.
Then we've got Manchester City away. We've got West Ham at home, Newcastle at home, and then Forest.
So it's Chelsea, followed by Wolves, followed by Villa, followed by City.
Yeah, and followed by West Ham and Newcastle.
So these games, Luton, Palace, Fulham, you've got that. It's good. You've got to get the wins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Emerson Royale. I almost feel like he's a meme. Do you know what I mean?
He's like a cartoon character that's just been placed at the comic book onto the pitch.
Yeah. Nas, I would when fully fit. I don't think Sarr has played that well, if I'm brutally honest. I think Sarr's got a wonderful engine. I think he's wasteful on the ball. Palace are driving forward here now. Have they got anything in their locker? Mateta through. Mickey van der Ven's too quick and strong for that, mate. You're not getting through.
What I would say with the Sarr Bentancur conversation, the good thing I will say on this is the drop off isn't massive, right? So I think the benefit is you're not desperate for Bentancur to come in. So you've got a player in Sarr who I think is capable until Bentancur's available, right?
It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Jordan Ayew has volleyed in a goal. Spurs are asking for handball. Of course, any goal that goes in now, they're asking for handball. It's 2-1. Jordan Ayew. Porro missed it. Jordan Ayew brought it down on his chest. Beautiful volley. Great goal. Great goal.
Are they doing the VAR check?
What is
Let's have a
Pedro
look.
Porro doing, by the way?
I don't think it's been given.
Oh, you can't give that a handball.
There's no way.
That's not a handball. If that's handball, football is dead.
It's not been given.
That's a goal, I'm afraid.
Nah, if that's handball, we
They're looking at it.
Go home. Of course, they're looking at it. That's ridiculous.
That's a
It's
great
not
goal.
been given, guys. It's not been given.
How do you know that?
Well, your thing is showing 94 minutes. I've got it. Oh, it's 2-1. It has been given. Right. Okay. It was saying 96 minutes, 2-0.
I'm watching it live. I think if now in football, listen, if they're, I think it's absolutely mad. VAR honestly has killed football.
Yeah, no, I mean, do you know what? This is something
it's fair enough. I just think, forget that it's Spurs Palace. If these sort of goals are not given,
it's surely been given, right?
I don't think he's going to give it. Bless him.
But if it's even given, this just sums up everything that's wrong with you. Because not one of us looked at that goal in real time and went, nah, that's a foul, right? Not one of us looked at that and went,
They still haven't made a decision. This is
Nah,
this is what I mean. VAR is ridiculous.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyone in the chat, if you're saying that's handball, what are we doing here? What's
Rolls
the
down
point?
his arm. I mean, I'll be honest. If that had been given against Spurs, I'd be livid. If you listen, it's been about 3 minutes.
Oh, it can't be given as handball. Surely not.
This is honestly, I just think VAR is killing the game. It's killing the game. It's a goal. It is a goal.
I was going to say that's ridiculous. That's handball.
It's taken 3.5 minutes to make that decision, and people can tell me, listen, complete vids. It's not about complaining. I want to see football played the right way. I don't want to see decisions like that go against my club as well. It's too little, too late. I can't see they've got another one in them.
The problem is, it is a little bit streaky bumhole time, and that's added about 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Scoreboard, Sav.
This game won't finish till about the 112th minute now.
Yeah. I mean, there was about 3 minutes there. They can argue it all.
People can keep saying handball. I'll ask you this. If that had happened down the other end for Son, none of you in the chat are saying that's handball.
Yeah, exactly.
None of you in the chat are saying that's handball. But my point is, whether it's handball or not, how's it taken 3.5 minutes to make that decision? I just think in days gone by, that was just goal, carry on, play on. Now, every single thing is being checked. It's embarrassing.
The way I look at it, Sav, this is the way I always will look at it. In real time, did you think there was a foul in that?
No, it was a goal.
In real time, did you see a foul in that?
It's hit his chest. It might have brushed his arm gently, but hang on, the goalkeeper's up here for Palace. Sam Johnston's up for a corner.
Oh, don't do
Spurs have cleared it down the line. Johnston's out of goal. Nathaniel Klein's going to get there first. Yes, I can complain. This isn't thorough. If you have to look at something 3.5 minutes, it's not a clear error, is it?
And do you know the bit that really bothers me? We shouldn't be talking about VAR. We should talk about Pedro Porro's awful defending for the goal. That's what we should be arguing about, fuming about.
Yeah.
Listen, listen, I get it. People are saying it's against Spurs, but let's be really, really honest. I mean, goals like that have been flying in for years, and now every football fan wants every single decision. Oh, it brushed his arm. We should go back through history and see how many goals will be disallowed.
No, don't. It's ridiculous. VAR
is absolutely mental, man.
The only times we should be using VAR is when someone puts in an absolute leg breaker and the referee doesn't see it, or
I agree.
Clearly hit a hand, and it's like it should it should be used for goals like Maradona's against England. That's where it should be used. Not where we're now basically judging if it's touched his elbow, or whatever. It's mental.
What I'll say is then, if we think it's handball, then when like things like Romero's on the line against Liverpool, then we can't complain.
Anderson just
that's naughty. That is some Anderson.
I don't know how long is left in the game.
Yeah,
this could go on to 120 minutes.
Now I'm going to say 102. I think there's 3 minutes left. I'm going to say 100.
I reckon it'll go on to 102. Yeah,
102.
No, it's killed the football. It's killed football. That should be right. Let's have a quick look. If we can't determine in 30 seconds, play on.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a 30-second rule.
How can it be thorough if you need 3.5 minutes to check something?
For me, if you're gonna have VAR, it has two things, right? It's 30 seconds. Everything's done in real time. There's no slow motion. And if by the 30 seconds are up, the on-field decision's given, whatever it is. That's how it should be. Boom, done. We move on. It's mental. That took 3 minutes to check if it touched his arm or not. It's just ridiculous.
We just haven't got the technology to do it quicker, Perchy.
But it's not
I'm
even the
joking.
technology.
I'm joking.
I know you are, but
The problem is, Schwanix, when you slow things down, everything looks worse.
Yeah.
Everything looks worse when it's slowed down. In real time, listen, it is what it is. I agree. I agree, Kuva.
hang on,
Yeah, no reason to change the old rule. It needed to be hand to ball and deliberate. Absolutely, mate. All of these new people in football that love this VAR nonsense, it is crap. It is ridiculous. But Spurs are in the 102nd minute. Looks like we're going to see it out. There can only be 30 seconds, if that, surely.
You'd have thought so. There can't be much longer.
This is the problem. I don't know because VAR took so bloody long.
Yeah.
But do you know what? The VAR killed us, right? I'd have rather him just given the goal, move on, because the game would have been over by now. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we've got away with one there. We have got away with one there. It's all got a little bit rickety at the back. Porro again, who I think has had a shocker at right back, by the way, today.
Today.
The ball over his head, and I don't know who that player is. It that young Rikiaki?
I'm just watching it now. Yeah, it was oh wow. Number 11 it was. I can't see who it was from here.
Looks like this could be it. I think we've escaped that. And it's
Should be
over.
2-2.
We've got through. It's 2-1.
Sorry.
Tottenham Hotspur have won 2-1. Well, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't the best performance, but guys, we've managed to scrape the win.
Yeah, we got away with one today. I thought first half we were poor. Second half we were a lot better. But yeah, listen, silly goal to concede at the end. It just puts you on a knife edge. George, mate, why does Spurs fan want to give away goals? Mind blowing. I don't get what you mean. Listen, I think George.
Grow up, George. It's not about giving away goals. It's about if that had happened against Spurs, would you be saying rule it out? You wouldn't.
Yeah, you always have to flip it against you, right? If that was going down the other end and Son's goal gets disallowed, are you sitting there saying, nah? This is why fans can't be like. I'm
not adamant Ange has made the best start. Factually, he's made the best start. Huge difference.
Yeah, statistically.
And why aren't expectations being raised? Well, some people are raising them. Like George, sorry, hang on, George. Sorry, George. This is ridiculous. If that had gone in the other end, would you be asking for the goal to be disallowed against Son? Or would we all be going, that's crazy, that's a bad decision? Us Spurs fans don't have the right mentality. Yeah, sorry, we don't have the right mentality. Wanting football to be normal. Jesus, who is this clown? Look at this. You are ridiculous.
Nah, come on, man. Like, you're being silly now. What are you on about?
What is going on? What? Because I don't think it was handball.
What's happened, man? Like,
George, when did you start watching football and Spurs? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. When you Spurs fans, what do you mean you Spurs? Are you not Spurs? Look, we got through it. What is this guy going on? Never win anything. What are you going on about, mate?
What? Never win anything purchased. What? No, what I'm trying to say is it's if we're rolling.
Guy going on about.
But can I just say, George, did you have this energy when Hang on, George. What I would say was the same energy when I said it wasn't a handball against Romero against Liverpool, and everyone was saying it was. No, it wasn't. This is the argument, right? You've got to be balanced, right?
Yeah.
Can I just say, just quickly, jinx.
Just quickly, Swanex, VAR is the issue. If there was no VAR, we don't have to keep looking at every single thing. Did you see that when it came, the header came across for Son and it missed the player's arm and then they wanted to look at it? It's mad. It's just absolutely. Is George a gooner?
I have no idea.
No, I don't think so. Look,
I think
guys,
he's drunk. He's never normally this. He's never normally this
What?
nasty.
No, he's not.
Sorry, what? I'm just because I have an opinion. Okay, do you know what? How about this? Nah, it's
Get
handball.
back up my arse.
No, George. It was handball. It shouldn't have been given. What difference
Naz,
does it make?
Please go away. Please go away, Naz. Listen, I just can't bother to deal with Naz today. Listen,
Anyway,
we got the win, guys. I need to jump because I do have my show starting. I need to set the timer.
No, it's all right. It's nothing important.
Got the instant match reaction show. Everyone is welcome to join it. You guys are welcome to join it. You know that. Big up to everyone in the chat. Look, it wasn't pretty. There were some good moments in the second half. First half was dreadful, but another win against a team where we should be winning, right? Is that the be all and end all from today's game?
yeah, win. Listen, today wasn't great, but it is what it is, right? Sometimes you just got to take them. It's a game that I always consider with these ones are you get the 3 points, but you don't go back at the end of the season and look back at the highlights. This one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Important 3 points. We move on. Would that be fair?
Yeah, absolutely. You said we needed the cushion before those upcoming games just to, hold us in good stead for the upcoming fixtures. So, yeah, absolutely vital for that reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, everyone in the chat, we move on. 3 more points. Spurs are 5 points clear for 24 hours at least. Please join me on the call-in show. People get to come in and have their say. We'll be live in that in 5 minutes. Perchy, as always, couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed the banter. We've had a couple of trolls, but it's been good fun. And as always, come on, you Spurs. See you in a bit.